pun here upon how to like play games. Look where someone plays games, mostly gotcha. I got you covered. And today, your eyes are not deceiving ya. We are back in the world of Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. I have missed this game a little bit, and I've been wanting to get back into it, but yeah. So the whole point of it was I was gonna play it when I was offline, got distracted, fell behind. But luckily we are back, so I might be a little lost when I get the thing. In fact, this has been so long, I have new models, so yeah, it's been a minute. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what's going on. This does seem like a little short, but maybe we'll see. We will be doing this in parts, even though part 1.5 and part 2 are coming out. Part 2 is going to be coming out probably by the time this is out. I'm still going to do this in parts. I'm going to take my time on it. I have 33 days for this. I should be fine. As long as I take at least one a day, we should be okay, bae. All right. I did not mean to make that line. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start this off with Corposant part 1. Yeah, see, because it's got 33 days, so we should be okay. I'm so excited! Okay, so I might be a little lost what's going on here. So forgive me. I do not have a recap or anything because, like I said, I am a little bit behind. With that in mind, let's hop right in. The beginning of a great work lies in the earth. So I think what I'm going to do is usually I do a little voiceover for it. I'm gonna let them talk and maybe do some, we'll see, because I don't know how much this is gonna strain my voice. But anyway, we're gonna turn this up a little bit actually. There we go. Okay, let's get started. Cutscene off the bat. I have her. By the way, I did pull for her. I do have her. An airdrop. Ooh. Go next, come her. Whee! Oh, okay. Oh, you. That's one way to get your job done. Hey, I like that opening to that. 2342 XXX 2074. Beneath an amount of mud of a technically organized base is in perfect operating order. Inside a clean, orderly, high-tech laboratory, a woman in a lab coat had her feet propped up against the control console, lazily tapping the keyboard with chewing gum. Why do you give me very the horse girl, the science girl, the one that calls you guinea pig? You are giving me those vibes for some reason. You're cute though. She turns her head, reaches out into the string of passwords, and squints at the screen. Yeah, okay. Why does she have a cat mouth? Why does she have a cat mouth? Stop it. In a sharp contrast to her limping attitude, the other researchers in the lab are slowly focused on their work. Unimpressed by the titanium, the woman suddenly sits up straight, clears her throat with theatrical seriousness. %, okay. I'm trying to turn it up as I go, so just to see the volume goes. As soon as she completes the log entry, she slumps back in her lazy posture and blows bubbles off her gum. Who are you? What is your name, girly girl? I'm very curious about you. If that little Q were still here, Looking forward to it. Are you talking about our adoptive daughter that we got back in the Elmo? That would be the only thing I would think of. But yeah, anyway. She spins her chair and glides to another workstation. Opens the encrypted folder and okay, yeah, you can hear me echo a little bit. Okay, sorry about that echo. I was testing the volume. Okay. Inputs the new data system and it labels the Eden synchronization test. There you go. She drags the file into the database labeled Cocoon. Oleg. Interesting. Who's Eden? What's back? What? Yeah, haha. Lady okay. Paradis' brightest star, the most brilliant genius, the most... The research director. She pouts unhappily, clearly displeased by being interrupted. Okay. It literally looks like if the horse girl, like if they combined like that girl from My Hero Academia, the frog girl, and the horse girl from Umamuse. Like she gives me those vibes. She opens the encrypted email and begins browsing through entries that of entrance. What flower are you talking about? She opens the intelligence email and reads it carefully. A ritual. He opens the attachment. Inside is the photo girl whose hair spreads like wings, mark under surveillance. Suddenly, an unexpected tremor passes through the room. The lab's lights flicker. The others in the room show no reaction to her excited performance, as if they are already used to it. But suddenly, she springs to her feet. In playful grin vanishes instantly. She opens the comm channel and flick of her hand. I didn't ask for your opinion. Oof. Okay, she went into serious mode. Hello. She moves quickly through the security console and enters a complex string of code under a puzzled gaze of the other researchers. Oh. So there are frequent earthquakes. Interesting. She stares intently at the surveillance monitors with narrowed eyes. The monitors display live feeds of every zone in the base. Everything appears normal, yet she looks thoughtfully. With a smile, she shakes her head and raises her fingers to shush the researcher. She claps her hands excitedly. I can sense it. Okay. Uh-huh. I used to... Done by a sudden order, the researchers all remain frozen in place. She clicks her tongue in displeasure, her face twisting a ferocious, furious expression. Oh, okay. The researchers jump at her roar. Panic spreads instantaneously, and they rush to the exit. She turns around and blinks, her expression shifting back to the icy ruthlessness of the playful nature. Soon there is no one left in the lab. She strolls back to her workstation and sits back down. Starburst Ballet Red Cube. They block for protection. The progress bar begins to fill. While waiting, she tilts her head, pulls a uniquely designed handgun from her drawer, and literally spins it in her hand. Who they? Okay. The head cuts abruptly, followed by a scream and a sound of bone snapping. Oh! Only static answers from the other side. Ha! She shrugs and presses the red button. Instantly alarms blare throughout the entire base. Okay, hello, morning red flashing light, hello. She brings the call marker up to her mouth. Good luck. Oh! Oh! The receiver picks up a camera of chaos, but other alarms overlap everywhere. She hits the mute button and slides her chair back towards the surveillance monitors. Watching security personnel A get taken down with alarming speed, she can't help but shake her head. Are you a Tito or a human? Because you're way too confident. She squints her high-speed blur. She's going to post in the flash live feed. Too fast to make clear, even in slow motion. Yep. She quickly switches on B and B and stares at it for a few seconds. She lands her desk and jumps to her feet, snapping her fingers and humming a tune, clearly accelerated. Who is it? She drops her into her chair and spins around sideways. Then she grabs a small remote from the desk and presses a button. She presses the button thoughtfully. The bass broadcast has suddenly started playing colorful classical music. What? Hey, it's her! On the monitor, the ghost-like figure passes from an instant, seemingly puzzled. Watching the screen, she sets the remote down, hums along the music, and gets a whirl and waltzes in with an invisible partner. But less than 10 seconds later, all the lights rapidly go out and the music cuts off. Despite her complaint, she quickly hides, fumbling in the darkness to put a pair of glasses and pressing the button on the frame. The dark room instantly brightens her vision. And that's when she sees the figure slowly dropping down from the ventilation staff. She murmurs softly to herself. Aye, Alva. In the darkness, she locks eyes with the newcomer. Shh. Preparing an advantage, she activates her weapon, but the intruder is even faster. Dodging sideways like lightning fast, drawing her gun at the same instant to return fire. Two of those rounds burst with lethal fire in the dark. You got hit. Sharp pain explodes through her knee and wrist. She collapses on the floor. Lift meets her forehead, slides curl up on the ground. She pairs up the computer terminal with bullets from her shots, breaks flying, and remarks dryly. Is it gonna self-destruct anyway, so wouldn't that matter, girl? The intruder steps closer, crouches by her, her icy fingers wrapped around her neck. She raises her hand and that having clutching her wound and gives an exaggerated salute. Her palms stick nearly to filthy blood, emits a nauseating stance. チルドウィグ17番研究センターの主任研究者だよ。実は私あんたのファンなんだよね。一緒に写真撮ってくれる？あ、今はアルバだっけ？ So she used to be called Snow, but now she's Alva. 私を知ってるのか? Hello, you are pretty. I do have you. 当然。あの反逆小隊の一員でしょ？ベルリンとフランクフルトでの活躍全部把握してる。In Frankfurt, okay. あんたのハッキング技術には目を見張るものがあるからね。外で暴れてるのは陽動で、本命はあんたなんじゃない？ちょっと待って、マジで感動なんだけど、サインしてくれる？ Oh, I'm a bit mobile right now. Oh my gosh, girl. 動くな。Alva speaks coldly. The fingers around her neck tighten in a chokehold as her hand plucks everything from her person. 2 pens, some empty test valves, and a magazine. None of that matters. The matter is, she doesn't feel a heartbeat. She's a doll. Naito. Or Naito. Oh, Naito. Alva looks down at with disgust. She shrugs off disrespectfully. She blinks and lowers her voice slightly. Alva squeezes hard, making sure she's getting a sharp breath. The balloon flowers from the corrupted zone, maybe? The butterflies from the... Maybe from the girl who had that wings, I'm not sure. What do you mean by soil? Her eyes look her towards the hidden timer. 5 minutes left. Alva knows her glance, though she doesn't need to know what it means. Ignoring her mad chatter, Alva reaches her, then turns the damaged computer terminal and starts extracting the data. Reporting. Is that? That muscle girl. Wait, guide you in? 30 seconds. Oh. AK-15. いや、今はVマスティナかな。Vマスティナ。彼女の拷問に耐えられる自信はないかな。それなら。He pops about 3-hour regret and a natural. Wait, what? Alva seems to realize something. She clears her face and forces her mouth open. She forces her wrenches out the metal tooth. Alva, then. Yep, she. Cyanide pill? She barely gets to the end of her eyes suddenly wide. A few rasping breaths enter her throat, and her body stiffly collapses to the floor next second. Her gaze turns vacant, yet the eerie smile in the corner of her mouth remains frozen forever. Alpha turns away. She pulls a car-like device from her tackle back, draws the data cable, and connects it to the stealth sparkling terminal. She takes out her tablet. As the cable connects to the device terminal, the data begins scrolling through the screen. Facing a dense, complex interface, Alva flexes her fingers. She opens her palm and hair-thin auxiliary fingers extend her fingertips, spreading on the keyboard out long fingers. Her eyes become a blur as they dance wildly across the keys. The furious typing sounds almost like a sound in downpour. The vigorous motion abruptly stops. The screen dim green's glow reflects the Alva teal eyes. She freezes for a moment. Yep, I was right. I was like, it's gotta be her. Yep, there she is. I was like, yep, it's gotta be the girl. Yep, I knew it. The all too familiar contents makes Alva pause. She opens the file. So this is where, okay. Was that the twin or is there more of her? The data file experiment log records everything from the hosting creation process down to the daily culture, ultra dish temperature, humidity, micro conditions, and data beyond the level of expectations. That's not all. 0430 hashtag 19. It seems that more than one identical touchstick was born in this base. Yep, the twins. But in the end, only one finished product was ever made it out. So they kept trying to make the perfect specimen. Harrowing image steers themselves into the Alva eyes of one another. She glances at the data copying progress, then continues paging through 043's file. To her surprise, the logs don't end with her birth. In fact, the very title of Baby's Cocoon already sets off the alarming bells in her head. Eden. Her fingers tap lightly on the keyboard, open the data partitions with even heavier encryptions. As the four label connection project Gerard Group appears on screen. Gerard. Alva is not all surprised to see Gerard's group's name here. Despite the incident of Odessa never being made fully public, such information is hardly difficult for the task force Steffi to obtain. Information preparing Project Union with the group is hardly rare. The project is no secret. On the contrary, the group have spread no effort in promoting the technology, even using it to temporarily halt the free fall of stock prices. The publicly campaign conveniently began shortly after Odessa's scandal broke. I'm guessing that's the event that we missed. According to the Gerard Group, Project Energy is a new and clean energy engine meant to deliver the more abundant, cleaner revolution energy to all humanity. However, Alpha knows better. Yeah, it's probably, if it's from a Paratus. Anything that tried Paratus is never what it's claimed to be. Yep. When talking to the information, a series of Exilium cultivates the data test charts on the area. Screen displaying the shock values and pattern. Okay, I'm pausing real quick because I remember. Yeah, if I do not want to basically thing, I am going to shrink myself a little bit. Yeah. There you go. Okay, we should be good. Hopefully I won't cut off most of the screen here. I don't think if I move right here it'll work. Nope. Okay, good. Yeah, a little bit more and bop. Okay. We need to go back here. She scrolls and keeps reading. Oh, by the way, I did fix the text speed, so we should be good. Just as Alva is about to dig deeper, Christian blocks the further access. She tries to crack it, but the time is running out. Alva remembers the project's name again, this time in an entirely different tone. Why is he working with Paratus to research Exilium? Why is the group after? And why did Gerard win? And what after all this? The towering figure kicks the door open. Hey! Hey! She steps in. Her silver white hair is a neat pair. Faint streaks of red glint within the silver as they sway with her firm stride.
ケビンは脱出飛行機を止められなかった。大丈夫。引き続き追跡してくれるから。
Keep track of him, it's fine. Alba glances towards the other of the end of the screen.
自爆まであと3分。データは
Alba plugs the cable down on the collar into the port for her neck. Green light instantly starts flashing around her eyes. While Alba retrieves the data, she naturally takes position of the surrounding area. About 30 seconds later, Alba unplugs the cable and looks dissatisfaction.
一部だけクラックした。O43 の生殖データも不完全。
Yeah, because she did it in advance.
でも、楽園計画に関する情報があった。
Yeah, which is the thing we're probably looking for.
楽園計画
Yes.
ジラードグループが最近公開した植物でコーラプス粒子のエネルギー放出を制御する研究プロジェクト。
She frowns.
リモールディングパターンと同じか。
Modern pattern, maybe.
ジラードの技術でできることじゃない。本当に研究を行っているのは相変わらずパラデウスの連中ども。
Alba glances at the body on the floor, then returns her focus to the files.
まるで本当にこれで生き返られると信じてるようだ。
From the oh.
どうやらパラデウスは金をせびるだけの関係のジラードに本当の目的を話していないようだ。
Alright.
でもなんで楽園計画の内容に O43 の記述が確認できないのか？
See what?
大半のデータが破損してる。
Oh.
他のファイルは？クラックが間に合わない。でも収穫は十分。ケビンにはこの基地と関わりのある場所を探らせて、研究者たちも逃がさないように。取れたデータはアンナに送って解読させて。
Anna later her.
ああ。待って。
What? Alba slings her gun behind her back and pulls a vibrating communicator from her tackle pouch. The sight of the communicator stops her tracks. She stands rooted and spun and stares at silence. The communicator is like a Rubik's cube. She aligns the patterns of a few twists and turns. With a sock like a narrow seam cracks open, a thin beam of light spills out. She stares at the light in the complete stillness, as if trying to decipher something. After a moment, she finally moves.
輸送機で新しい座標に私たちを運ぶようモナに伝えて。それと予定ができた。彼女は戻ってきてくれるのか？
Who's rejoining?
いや、まだまだ財団のことを探ってもらう。
Not yet. There's still a thumb within the conglomerate that she needs to dig into. Okay.
私だって会いたいよ。
Who?
でも今は任務に集中しよ
う。Wait, who? Who are you missing? Pauses, then finally asks.
彼女は何て言った？ジラードが焦ってる。私たちにはリビウに行って彼らの作戦を見守ってほしい。
They've been make sure nothing goes wrong with her. Okay.
彼ら？非軍事勢力会議局。
So wait, are we gonna meet them?
それも最大限の注意を払って。わかった。そうしよう。行こう。
Giving no further response, she turns her head towards the evacuation point with haste. Rubs the communicator tenderly with her thumb. This slips back to her pouch. She pulls her weapon and sets off as well. Following the departure, her body on the floor begins to slowly melt. Only her human face devolving the sharpest metal. There takes a slight last and only moment as the explosion. Okay, thank you. I can read fast. Thanks. All right, so let's start the things. So yeah, I will be teeny for this because I do not want to bother the dialogue and I do want to save my voice and stuff like that. So you will see me small in the corner here. But yeah, anyway. So it looks like we got battles and then another story. Holy Benji. Okay, yeah, they're really sticking everything in this small little crevice. Okay, yeah, this might be a huge thing. All right, let's go. Next one. Are we going back to Yelmo? The forge art of the sun casts down its scourging gaze about the mice traverse. Okay, so just a battle. Okay, I'm fine with that. Just a quick battle. I'm perfectly fine with that. Go ahead and go, girls. No, just do auto. Okay. Bang, bang. Yeah, we're good with this. This has got to be where the ammo is, right? Because, yeah, they wouldn't do anything else. Okay. I guess this is like a prologue or something like that. And done. Wait, that's it? I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but really, that's it? Just throwing a battle here and that's it? Okay. I'm not gonna complain, but that's kind of interesting. All right, let's go. The laws of the world circle turn, but they ultimately return. Only event. Okay. The pure. Like. The laws of the world will circle and turn, but ultimately only returns to harmony. Yep, back in the ammo! I wake up in bed. It's been a long time since I last slept so soundly for so long. Outside the window, daylight has long since broken. Driven by the preset autopilot program, the Elmo cruises methodically onward. Its rhythm almost earnest and steady as the scenario zone. Okay, I will read myself. I will read my lines. After washing up, I head to the ops room early. Rose is on duty, monitoring the surrounding at the command console. When she sees me, she brews a cup of coffee. Thank you, wife. And in front of my seat, as always does. I nod and thank her, look for the navigation directory, and raise my hand to ask. There shouldn't be any risk of the planned route, right? No units are capable of threatening Elmo and have to hitch from now. I think the trajectory was carefully considered. Okay, can I fix something? Okay, if it skips again at the end there where I couldn't read that fast, I will change the text speed. I just made it a little faster so I can read it faster. That's what I thought. Are we actually gonna make it to live? Then we'll proceed according to the plan. After a stretch, I go through the various tasks displayed on the terminal. The screen shows our green markers as several squads currently deployed on the missions. They are proceeding in an orderly fashion and their planned routes. The mission logs they transmit back indicate everything is normal so far. I open the task list and check the priority names. Zakuro Squad. After several days of travel, Springfield and Macchiato are drawing closer and closer to the destination. Satellite City, near Lviv. Even though the two dolls assigned to this mission are both highly reliable, when I think about all the attention we attracted back when the escort target was still aboard the Elmo, I can't help but worry about them. Okay, so this is the escort, so we don't have Helen anymore. I have in the Elmo's con systems enter the code and the contact squad scheduled contact channel. Hi, Springfield! Thank you. Morning. How's it? Has the journey been smooth? Yee, hey girls. So they think they're under surveillance. Got it. Gotcha. Okay. Roger, roger.
何も起こらなければ2日後には届けられます。
Hand over, okay.
よし。それにしてもあんな目立つものを持ってロレンを横断できるなんて。
Oh, okay, they transfer.
ダンデライオンさんの VIP 権限とズッケロの情報網があってこそですよ。
Hey, we're not.
それにしてもあれだけ準備したというのに拍子抜けですね。イエローエリアとは思えないほどに。
Hey, don't count your chickens before you hatch.
一番襲ってきそうな敵すら沈黙を貫いています。
Maybe they've been distracted?
パラデウスか。
You mean Paradas?
はい、きっと遭遇するものだと思っていました。そのためにマキアートさんがいろんな武器を用意したのですよ。
Oh, so they're not all snipers. Interesting.
考えすぎでしょうか。
Ah, don't jinx it.
いくら連中でも。
Anything wouldn't do this so openly, do anything so openly in the intercontinental railway train.
だが。
Still, don't lower your guard.
今この
They might be lurking around you.
にいるかもしれない。
おっしゃる通りです。十分注意します。
Thank you.
そうだ。
By the way,
ヘレナの状態
yeah,
は。
yeah, okay, so you girls have her.
列車に乗った時からずっと安定して防御システムに守られたままです。
Yay!
検問を通るときは隠しスペースに入れます。
Good, she's in good hands.
スキャン対策のコーティングもしてあるので問題ないかと。
Okay.
通過の手続きは内通者が便宜を図ってくれます。
Gotcha.
ここ数日で政策が厳しくなってきましたが、リバさんとの約束の時間には間に合うはずです。
Alright, so okay, so they're taking her over there.
わかった。エルモ号もリビウに向かっている。そこで落ち合おう。
Okay, good, so everybody's meeting at Liv.
え、そちらもお気をつけて。
We will. Beep. The call ends. After hanging up, I finally feel a bit more at ease. The mission is correlated is proceeding smoothly, and the previous operation was all complete without major incident.
今までの困難が嘘のようだな。
Don't jinx it, me. Our fortunes finally seem to be improving. Hearing my remark, Rosa paused for a moment, then responds with a smile.
ええ、でもまだ油断できないわ。
Yep,
当然だ。
I know, of course. Rosa and I finished our task remarkably efficiently. I leaned back in my chair and stretched again. I listened to the lively chat of the other dolls on board the MCV. Oh, I want to hear this! Oh, I missed this. The dolls are currently stationed now, have finished their own work and seem to be gathered together chatting. As the conversation reached a pretty lively point, a bit of laughter and chatter drifts into the open room. Butterfly silent whispers, never sleeping. So that's why you didn't sleep at all. That's Carl like a nemesis fighting with each other. Miss Mei Ling, may I have another? May I what kind of breakfast you prefer? Me? Oh, it's me! It must be prepared for breakfast for everyone. Jeez, do you have to wake me up this early? Ah, we know who that is. What time do you think? Get up and finish your shooting drill. We know those voices without our mesh include guy. Maybe it's because recent events has been turbulent, but remote commerce might feel strangely surreal. And yet, not long ago, I was just an ordinary bounty hunter driving Alma, drifting through the yellow zone. This kind of banal daily life should have been my reality. It is because so many fork bands are now aboard the vehicle. Besides Rose's team, there is now Squad 4, Zagro Squad, and Zagro Squad. I never imagined being lucky enough to reunite with everyone again, safe and sound. Even reunions fill me with relief in having survived disaster. But I know this is the true reason for this sense of surrealism. What shatters in all illusions and drags me back to memory is the heavy stir emotion whenever recalled. It's none of that fateful confrontation with Paradas. Yes, Paradas. The evil force I nearly wiped out 10 years ago has appeared before me once again. 10 years of comprise brought neither stability nor even fleeting peace. It merely gave them any room to breathe, a chance to grow strong again. When I think about how they've been active right under my nose all these years, and uncontrollable anger wells up inside me. No, I will not let this happen, or rather to happen again. At the very least, let me.
指揮官、エルモ号に近づいてるヘリコプターがあるわ。高度300メートル、距離2キロ。進路は私たちと同
Are
じ
they?
よ。
来客か
Looks like our guests have arrived. Is it the crew girls? I switch to the external camera and feel. What was that internal monologue though? And lock into the camera. It's a brand new military painted with the library of that. The only jarring details available embezzled on it.
こちらと通信しようとしている。エルモ号に着艦するつもりよ。
繋いでくれ。
Patch them through.
こちらはロレン非軍事勢力管理局。特別作戦室だ。
This is the special operations operation under the UNRC.
機関への着艦を要請する。
Aboard your vessel.
繰り返す。機関への着艦を要請する。
言う通りに。
Let them come down.
了解。誘導に従ってください。ようこそエルモ号へ。
Welcome to board the MO. Don't fall. I take a deep breath and straighten my crows. I spent a long time psyching myself for this. This time I should be able to talk things through properly, right? But as the thought crosses my mind, the courage I muster fell slightly. I shake my head, try to push away those unpleasant thoughts.
私が対応する。
Berza, I'll go receive our guests.
むやみに手を
Notify
出
all
さない
those
よう
remain
人
alert,
形た
but
ちに通達してくれ。
take no hostile action. Groza nods, then makes a small gesture of encouragement towards me.
あなたなら大丈夫よ。
Yee!
な
Right.
ありがとう
Thank you, wife. Thank you, wife. I head towards the top of the desk. The helicopter probably lands on the Pagomo, but after touching down, the engine does not shut off. The rotors above continue to spin high speed, signaling that this will only be a brief visit. The hatch opens. An officer nearly pressing your first right down, following a figure I haven't seen in 10 years. Wait. I haven't seen the first one, but I have seen pictures. Is this the old guy? We'll see. His hair is grayer than I remember. The lines of the face deeper. Yet he even descended apart. The scene impressive. It makes him feel anything but unfamiliar.
久しぶりだな、指揮官。
I think I remember you. I have seen pictures of you from Girl Frontlines 1. You're next to an old guy, I think, but I could be wrong.
クルーガーさん。
5分待て。
Give me 5 minutes. He speaks to the officer beside me. The officer nods and steps back from towards the helicopter.
何をそんなに驚いてるんだ。
いや、
I thought
そう。
カリーナが降りてくると思ったのか。焦らずともいずれ会える。
すみません、そういうつもり
that's
で。
not what I meant. Kurt smiles and shakes his head. He glances at the helicopter and turns back at me.
時間が限られてる。少し話さないか。
I look toward the soldier standing at the helicopter, more or less understand his intention. I nod to him and we lead him farther away. We walk at the edge of the top deck where we get a view of the wasteland in the distance. The bitter smell of the air is well lighter before us. Sunlight falls onto him, outlining his figure clearly. He looks at far older than he did 10 years ago. The wrinkles on his eyes, his temples completely gray.
忙しいところすまないな。カリーナの選択は全て彼女個人の判断だ。迷惑だったら彼女に代わって謝罪しよう。
Okay.
そんな
Sir, please don't apologize to me.
する必要は。カリンが
Besides, what she did means a great deal to me.
来ていません。彼女に
Because of the tasks she instructed to me, I was able to learn things that are very important to me.
それはお前のひいては我々全員の心のしこりだ。
Mm-hmm. I don't respond, simply wait for him to get to the point.
担当直入に言う。先日オデッサで起きた人形暴走事件だが。
The dull insurgents on Odessia has caught the attention of the UNSC upper echelons.
そしてジラードグループを全面的に調査する許可が下りた。
Oh, good. That's actually good, right? Her turns towards me.
奴らの背後にいる存在が何なのかは私が言うまでもない。
You already know who they've been backing me on the scenes, don't you?
パラデウス。
Right, yes.
財団と
We've
パラ
long
デウ
heard
スの関係
rumors
は前々から
that Calamar colluding with Paratus.
2年を追って
Been
きた。
tracking this case for 2 years. It's time to end it.
というと、
Yeah, what is your plan?
十分な証拠を集められた。お前に託した O43 ヘレナもその一つだ。
Okay.
あの子を証拠扱いするのに不快感を覚えると思うが。
Yeah, let's not call her evidence, but yeah.
明日リビューへ
I didn't live it tomorrow. After taking
を
us.
引き取った後、残りの証拠を法廷へ提出する。
Okay.
東欧行政区最高裁判所に起訴したオルログ財団とパラデウスが結託し違法実験を繰り返していることについてな。これからリビウにいる全ての罪人が裁判にかけられる。
Okay.
裁
A
判
public trial.
ああ、
拘束はしないのですか？
Yeah.
確かに我々は法執行機関だが許可なく動くことはできない。
Evidence for. Yep. Trial.
訴訟は少な
The
くとも
litigation process alone will take last a year. During that time, process will certainly continue its experiments.
それに
And given the UNSC's actual enforcement capacity, things may not improve in controlled territories of the Yellow Zone. Even the trial concludes.
状況が変わるとは。
時には武力以外の方法に頼らざるを得ないのだ。
Mm-hmm.
財団が力を失えばパラデウスは最大のパトロンを失うことになる。一つ問題だ。
Unless they have a backup.
奴らの基地をいくら潰したところで新しい基地がウゴのタケノコのように建造されるだけだ。
True.
それで
Even
も
so, destroying process base immediately would at least spare the people of nearby areas harm.
確かにその通りだ。訴訟で根本的に解決できると思っていないのはわかる。
True.
10年前と違い、今の我々はルールにのっとって動くことしかできないが、やれることは想像以上に多い。
And some people can't. And some people can also escape punishment they deserve through those same rules. I swallowed words and almost slipped out only a faint, better chuckle. Catches my meaning. He bows his head slightly and just ends to change the subject.
ズッケラが引き受けた輸送に問題が起きないよう手配した。
Well, don't stop saying that!
彼女たちはリビウ周辺でカリーナと落ち合う手はずになっている。
Complete the final handover.
エルモ号の進路を見
Of course, you're headed to Lviv as well, right?
向かうつもりなのだろう。
Yep.
はい。途中で非常事態に遭い、エルモ号に戻ることになりましたが、
Okay.
それも解決済みです。今後は全身全霊任務に取り掛かります。
Wonder what that.
まあ、お前のことは信頼している。協力に感謝する。お前には相応の地位が与えられるよう働きかけよう。その方がイエローエリアでも動きやすいはずだ。
Oh, thank you.
お気遣い感謝します。
Thank you, sir.
ですが、不要です。
我々のやり方は時間はかかるが、根本的解決には最も近い。逆にお前のやり方は一時的には効果があるが、根本的解決には至らない。身分があれば管理局との連携もスムーズに取れるだろう。
Then, okay.
その方がお互いの短所をカバーし合える。
Oh, okay. So,
クルーガーさん。私が
I'll cooperate with the mission, but not for the sake of any status. Only one promise to be completely eradicated. As long as that can be achieved, I don't care what method is used. That is to say, you should understand that I may not stop because of certain responsible justification. It's like, I'm gonna get them and you're not gonna stop me. Someone acts that way shouldn't have any status in the first place. Let's all sigh.
お前は変わったように見えて、10年前のまま
You changed and yet you haven't.
局長、時間です。これ以上は行動ログが。
すぐ行く。最後に一つだけ聞かせてくれ。
Yes.
はい。
なぜ過去にこだわる？
Why won't you let me go to the past and start over?
過ちを正せない自分が許せないんです。
Because I can't bear standing on the side. Ooh, that's wrong.
それは傲慢だな。
申し訳ない。
I'm very sorry, sir.
だが何かを成し遂げようとする人間は往々にして傲慢だ。
We're gonna give the same arrogant answer.
辛い。 孤独な道になるぞ。
Hey, I got the D-dolls. We're good.
いつものことです。
局長、
I take a small card out of his pocket.
リビウに入るには合法的な身分が必要だ。今はこれを
Use this for now. Okay. I hesitate still. I'm not reaching out.
私たちが秩序を取り戻すところを見ているといい。カリーナもお前に努力の成果を見てもらいたい。
Okay, using here. Every take a look straight at me. This kind of forces in gaze. Much as resist, I find myself taking the card at the end. He seems a lot quiet, high of relief since he accepts it.
助けが必要な時は連絡をよこせ。
Gotcha.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. She turns to leave, but stops at the helicopter door.
10年前の最大の損失は何かわかるか？
What?
グリフィンですか？
Griffin?
お前だ。
Aww.
クルーガーさん。
Moves his headset as it looks towards me. And I shout with all my strength the ball that I kill my power engines.
道は違えど。
That's the only person I respect the most. Smiles. Ah!
リビウで会おう。
They live in, Commander. The helicopter lifts off at his side. I stand at the desk for a long time, staring along the sections through the surging. Perhaps I'm not the only one who lost a great deal because of the decision I made 10 years ago. Why is it no matter what choice is made, someone ends up getting hurt? The emotions I once tried so hard to avoid surface again. Even I regret not responding to him more warmly just now. Oh, Commander! I clench my fist and shake my head, forcing myself not to dwell on it. Now isn't the time to be tangled in this. Lviv. I look at the card I just received. Well, things really go smoothly, as he says. I can't shake the feeling that something bad is coming. Yeah, I'm pretty sure something bad is gonna come. This is why there's a long story coming up ahead. But let's check it out. Next one. The Moon Silva. Holy Benji. Okay, another battle. Okay, so this is just like a battle and then a thing. Are they actually finally doing the thing I've been harping about forever? Stop it. Okay, give me a minute. Hang on. There, fixed. Sorry. I have my phone plugged in, but apparently it can't stay plugged in because they keep saying bye. So we're not dealing with that. Anyway, let's continue. Now, I'm very curious to see if they actually did do what I want, because one of my main complaints about this, and this has been a thing that I've said to a T, is I've said that these battles where it kept whiplashing back and forth. One of my huge critiques was the fact that, technically speaking, that basically it was that whiplash, you know, like do a scene but then the battle never ends. And I always like Nikke's thing about getting the battle done and then doing a cutscene. But it does look like they haven't doing it. Also, this is so smooth. I am loving how smooth this is right now. Next phase, go. Okay, so now we have... Do we have more battles? Looks like we have more battles, yeah. Alright, let's continue, shall we? Number 3, more eating! The criteria of sacrifice lies in the martyr of pursuit. Alright. As the gates lie primarily traffic center, the queue for entering the city isn't usually very long. But today, entry security procedures has been especially cumbersome, causing a large number of civilians to pile up at the entrance. Guards stationed on the both sides of the checkpoint hold their weapons ready, closely watching every movement. Line. A transport truck bearing the logo spray on a compartment, the security gate. It waits in the inspection area and especially carry out review process. From the pedestrians line of the truck, the voice of a family drifts through the half-open window into the doll's auditory module. Aww. That's haunting not seeing their eyes.
お兄ちゃんの教科書も買えるわね。
Aww. The mother walks to the back of the group, gazing lovingly at her young, two young ones. She racks her hands to the shoulders, drawing them closer together. Springfield watches the family with a tender glimmer in her eyes. She is no stranger to scenes like this. Family is willing to overcome countless obstacles of better life. Seeing a hope in the young one's eyes, she can't help but smile. Although the people ahead have been denied entry one after the various reasons, the father remains confident. To qualify for the life in South City, their family must endure a long point-based strict screening. His family believes nothing will go wrong. The transfer truck finally reaches the transportation point. Springfield notices a fatigue of irritation in the inspector's eyes, along with a faint, barely concealed arrogance. She lets out a quiet sigh, already foreseeing the possible obstruction. These fresh. Springfield hands over the elegant folder, neatly containing various documents. On the inside of the food exchange voucher, even in the green zones, such vouchers can still fetch a high price.
こちらがすべての書類です。
Thank you for the trouble. The inspector takes the folder, gazing on the voucher only for a second before he flips it open and begins reviewing the papers carefully. Yeah, it's a doll. Once he confirms that he's speaking with a doll rather than a human, even his veneer of politeness disappears.
人形なら最近政策が変わったのを知っているだろう。すべての団体ないし個人の名義下に置かれている人形は専用の就労ビザが必要。
Oh, come on!
お前が提出したのはビジネスビザだ。就労ビザじゃない。
私はいかなる団体個人にも属しておりません。
I'm not serving as any group, an organization, or an individual.
つまり無所属なんだな。
私の権限は私が持っています。
This is
身
for
分証明書を見てください。
he's independent. The inspector flips through the documents badly, confirming the truth of Springfield's statements. Another. Oh, okay, you're one of those people. Great.
何しに来た？
What are you here for?
私の経営しているカフェの支店を開こうと。
Aww.
売り上げが順調に伸びているので事業拡大をと思いまして。
人形がカフェ。
Hey, it sounds cool.
ええ、こちら建築と経営許可になります。
All right.
オープンしたらぜひお越しくださいね。
Aww.
特製オリジナルケーキをご用意します。きっと気に入っていただけると思います。
You know what? If you ever collab with Nikkei, I would love to see you and Ada have an interaction. That's just me, though. The inspector ignores Springfield's invitation and he respectfully scans the supplementary documents in his hands. Meanwhile, behind him, the family line presented documents to another inspector.
準備は万全のようだな。車の中は？
食材や機材
There's some ingredients and equipment needed to open the shop. They already passed the scan when we were through the gate. Would you like to see the cargo manifest?
そこに置いとけ。トランクの中身もチェックする。
But I need to check it.
開けるのですか？
You want to check the cargo compartment? Eva Burrows, slightly with concern.
でもあの中にはむやみに動かしてはいけ
And
ない
some of it's fragile.
デリケートなものが。
Uh-oh.
そうか。だがこっちには関係ない。
Nearby, the inspection of the family also runs into trouble.
もう一度ご説明いたします。先日政策が変わりまして、サミット開催にあたって危険分子侵入を防ぐため、今週火曜日をもって家庭通行証1枚につき最大3人までしか通せなくなったんです。ホワイトエリアおよび周辺都市入試規定の8条第3項の下の方に記載されているはずですが、アップデートされていないのですか？
Oh.
ではいつまで続くんですか？その戒厳令が終わるまで待ちます。
さあ、数日か1ヶ月か。
Or it might become permanent.
かもしれません。心中お察しします。ですが、運が悪かったとしか。
Darn it! Springfield watches the situation unfold with pity and concern. The mother panic gazes at the young one's distraction to make her heart ache. She sighs softly, then turns her attention back to the inspector in front of her.
なんとか通していただけないでしょうか。 密封の甘い食材が多いので、もし破れたりしたら使い物になりません。
Yeah.
それに中身が散らかってしまえばここを汚してしまいます。さすがにご迷惑をおかけするわけには。
Of course, we have more regulations. She produces small pouch from somewhere, preparing to slip into Bear's hand. But he merely gives a cold glance and pushes it back towards Springfield.
人形さんよ。先週までならその手に乗ったが、今は違う。あそこで言い合ってるのが聞こえなかったか？サミットが開催されて各地の大物が集まるんだ。こっちの責任問題になれば、イエローエリアの集落に帰るしかなくなる。ピース2本じゃテント代にもならない。さあ、早く開けるんだ。
Ah! Springfield puts the glass away, maintaining her gentle smile and subtle glance at her watch.
そうですか。承知しました。
I'll have him go right away. Springfield opens the cargo compartment. Inside, layers upon layers of coffee beans stacked neatly refined coffee machines and racks. The air is filled with the aroma of coffee and sugar. The inspector switches his flashlight through the gaps there is. From outside, it's impossible to see anything clearly.
奥は
未開封
Then
の
open the raw materials.
それも下ろせ。中に入ってチェックする。
Okay, dude, holy.
少々お待ちください。
Please wait a moment. Raven eventually unties the rope securing the car, loading the sacks of coffee beans on the floor one by one. She moves them carefully, ensuring the expensive beans syrup will go on the ground. As the item blocking the front clear the way, the cover box waterproof trap really comes into view.
これがその原材料か。
Yeah?
はい。特別なものなので、他には特に気を使っています。
He's gonna tell you to open it, isn't he?
開けろ。
Yep.
はい。ただいま。
Springfield turns towards the cargo compartment. Her hand lightly brushes against the hidden device among the suits. No matter what, she will protect the mission entrusted to her. Springfield glances around. Most of the nearby soldiers' attention is focused on the long line waiting outside security. Meanwhile, the arguing and crying family inside the checkpoint always draws my eyes. She's gently brushing her hair. She soon receives a response from level 2.
まだか。そろそろ入るぞ。
どうぞ。
What they do? Springfield watches the inspector climbing the cargo compartment, stepping over the burlap sacks and slowly approaching the box deeper inside. And while he isn't paying attention, Springfield's already moving closer behind him. Alert! Alert! A suspicious target is detected near the satellite gate 3. All the members on mainly closed security gates are at security to prevent support. A suspicious target has been detected number 3. All personnel close the security gate guarded to provide support. Springfield continues to smile. In front of the butts, only a step away from opening the box, frowns impatiently as the answer beeping communicating in his hand.
3番ゲートだ。何が起きた？
チーフ、バリア軍の奴らが持ち込もうとした金製品が爆発しました。
Oh!
制圧しましたが、すでに通した人員の中に同じものを持っている奴がいるかもしれません。
分かった。すぐ行く。
Thank you. The inspector thinks for a moment, then hollers to Springfield.
人形。
何でしょう。
I'm here. Springfield steps up from behind him. The inspector urgently points at the cargo.
じっくり検査してる時間はない。箱を開けて一瞬だけ見せろ。
I'll take a last look when I let you go. Springfield smiles, stiffens slightly. She adjusts her gloves and hands behind her back.
はい。
Instead of walking in the box, she steps close to the inspector. Just as she gets in a position, ready to take action.
誰だよこんな時に。
Why the rush?
所長。はい。
Thank you!
はい。
The inspector hurriedly runs off the truck, not even sparing Springfield a glance.
今日の検査を中止する。全員3番ゲートに行くぞ。
Thank you!
はあ、こっちは朝から並んでんだぞ。
そうよ。早く娘のお見舞いに行かないといけないのに。これだから公務員は。
Ignoring the surrounding complaints and curses, the security guard slowly closes. The soldier responsible for security block the crowd, attempting to rush the gate, then begin assembling the head towards Gate 3. Springfield watches the gate behind her steel shut, leaving her and the truck stranded within the inspection area and checkpoint. She can't help but sigh. Yeah, Leva, you cut it close, woman.
もう少し早く助けてくださってもよかったのですよ。
Yeah, thank you. I didn't notice it. You're back in your old attire. Oh, I want to see the quest when you go back to being this. Ah! Yeah, because that's definitely your old attire. We missed you, Leva. Dreamville reloads the cargo back in the truck. As she steps out, the barricade blocking the vehicle is instantly lowered, and the road to help is up to her. Dreamville hops in the truck engine, her gaze once more at the family. In front of the truck, the family has been beside her, in line, stands there helplessly. Screamo says, send issues or requests through level 2.
彼らも助けてください。
Yeah! Just this once, okay? Dreamville shoots the father a subtle look.
行ってください。
どういう。
さあ、早く。子供たちを連れて。家族全員で新しい生活を始めるんですよね。
Just then, the gate in front of the family opens as well. The couple freeze for a moment, then realize what Spring has done for them. They bow deeply for gratitude and hurry through the gate with the young ones. Springfield watches them leave, her eyes gleaming gently.
どうかお幸せに。
Oh, that's actually really sweet. Last transfer passes the inspection. Accelerate away from the checkpoint. After exiting a very long arched passageway, the once empty passenger seat is now somehow occupied by a figure.
相変わらず世話焼きね。無駄に借りを作ったじゃない。
Hey, Macchiato. Macchiato props her chin on her hand glumly, clearly not in a very good mood.
せっかくリバさんたちが来てくださったのですから、ついでにですよ。そもそもフォローなんかいらなかったし。
Come on, Macchiato.
マキアートさんも陽動を
Is it your fault, Macchiato? You did a splendid job creating a diversion. Girl, did you just make it a...
ああ、それ思い出しただけであっただけだ。
Girl, you caused that explosion. What the Benji? She caused property damage.
タイミングバッチリ測ったのに、あの頑固検査員。
Uh-huh.
グリーンエリアにまだああいうタイプの人間がいたなんてね。
Uh-huh.
リバ
Oh my god. Hey!
勝手に人のチャンネル使わないでよ。
Hey, let her hack. Let her have fun.
ごめんごめん。通信が安全かどうか確認しただけ。
Brother, oh, Bologna, you just wanted to be a troll about it.
そしたらあなたたちが話してたのよ。
Huh?
盗み聞きはしてないわ。
Okay, by the way, quick thing. I am totally back. I have really missed this. Like, I am like, at the beginning I was like, eh. Yes, I have missed this. I'm back. Oh, I missed this so much. I missed the girls.
直接ゲートを開けられるなら、なんでもっと早く言わなかったのよ。
Mm-hmm.
セキュリティいじるのは簡単だけど、足がついたらまずいじゃない？
Should I keep it low profile as possible?
スプリングフィールドの方でハプニングが起こらなければ、作戦通りの方が良かったのよ。
Okay. Wait, did she just blame her? If it weren't for the fact that collateral drama was about to happen in Springfield, then letting everything play out naturally would have been the best solution, wouldn't it? Anyway, it's weird there were no unnecessary casualties. So for now on, everything will be a piece of cake. Yeah, it won't. I doubt that.
ですが、守備は予想以上
More
に
stricter training than we expected.
リバさん、サミットとはどういうことですか？
Yeah.
ああ、それね。ジラードグループのことは知ってるわけ。
Again, as the leading giant of the tech sector, they regularly invite each other big shots to hold summits under the banner of academic exchange.
各企業が交互に研究成果を発表するんだけど、ジラードの発表は決まってとり。
Cutting edge technology achievements. So even after the so-called technical summit bringing together elites, it's really just God's group's annual show-off event. Even so, security level seems a little bit overkill, isn't it? That's the purpose of the option. Sorry, I tried to save my voice.
非軍事勢力管理局です
With Nampa?
でもリビウにおける管理局の基盤はかなり固いはずですが
Yeah.
そうよ。だからカリンはここを選んだ。ところが風向きがちょっと変わっちゃってね。
So it's a power play.
最近リビウ当局がかなり非協力的なのよ。クルーガーさんが到着するや否や、すぐにジラードグループ指定のホテルに招
By
待
the Gerard. Oh.
軟禁されてるわけじゃないけど、管理局局長ともあろうお方がお手洗いに行く時ですら護衛がつくのが嫌よね。
Yeah.
財団は政治の中枢まで食い込んだのですか。状況は予想以上に複雑のようですね。
Yep.
余裕はなさそうです。
So the Gerard group's trying to get a leg on. Okay, so basically it's how power moves.
リバさん、引き渡しまであと数時間ですが、予定を早めましょう。カリーナさんに繋いでいただけますか。
待って、すぐ隣にいる。
Levo's voice disappears for a second.
引き渡しを早めて問題ないわ。こっちはもう約束の廃棄倉庫にいるしね。
You got the man.
その前に
ご安心ください。誰にもつけられていませ
We're
ん。
not being followed.
尾行車は浄化エリアの外で巻きました。
さすが指揮官に任されたのがあなたでよかった。
Hey, they're the best.
座標を送るわ。
あ、はい、確かに受け取りました。
Gotcha.
OK。
Why is this going wrong?
じゃあ20分後にね。
See you in 20 minutes. So wait, it's just a battle and then just another scene? Okay, well, or maybe not. Okay, we'll see. Maybe my appraisals is that. But yeah, I am actually really enjoying this. Woohoo! AA-3. Only accepting the gospel of the advent can only gain the revelation allows them to break free of the one's bindings. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that. No, no, no. Okay, let's see it. Inside the abandoned warehouse at the edge of the city, so they didn't do what I thought. Gosh darn it. Two figures slip through the warehouse rear door. After confirming the interior is secure, the human woman lowers the gun in her hand and nods to the doll beside her.
リバさん、もう一度周囲をチェック。
Let's check the surroundings one more time.
了解。静かすぎるのが。
Is it too quiet? Quiet is how it should be, but I can't shake this uneasy feeling. Through her narrow cloud, Leva runs a full check of all cameras and detectors and she had deployed. Under their surveillance, no one can enter this place unnoticed. Everything is normal for Leva, and Leva nods to Kalina. Leva relaxes slightly, then picks up the radio and contacts the outside.
偵察隊。状況
Orientation, report the situation around us.
異常はありません。さて
No anomalies, ma'am.
サーモグラフィーのチェックは。
Or the thermal scan.
味方の熱源しかありません。
The only personnel in the area, no other heat sources.
わかりました。
Stay alert.
即応隊。
Rapid response team, report your status.
戦闘準備完了。テストルートはこちらのカバー範囲内です。
Awaiting instructions.
そのまま待機してください。
I'll wait for their orders.
了解。
Yes, ma'am.
リバさん。
なんだか。
It just feels off.
というと。
Have you noticed anything unusual?
パッと見はどこもおかしくないけど。
Everything looks normal.
逆に嫌な予感がするのよ。
Okay.
レナ、そっちはどう？
Give me a status report.
屋上からの眺め、いい景色だよ。
Ha! Thank you, Lena, and hi.
どころか、アリの一匹もいない。
There's even an ant nearby.
リバネーと持ち場交代してもいいよ。
Want to switch vision me?
いいわ。そのまま景色を楽しんでおいて。
Thank you. I'm so happy to see you in that outfit again.
ありがとう、リバネ。
北西方面のエリアをもう
And
一
the
度スキャンして
northeast sector
軽微
again.
な信号の乱れをキャッチしたわ。
Air connection signal.
信号源はわかる？
今スキャンするね。
Uh-oh.
ない。
あ、かりんね、スプリングフィールドたちだ。昔と全然変わってないや。
Ha! Diana glanced at the time and matched exactly the time limit Spring arrived and repeated to her. She raised the computer in her hand.
目標が予定通り出現。
There, all security needs moved to level 1
第
alert.
一種警戒態勢。
了解。
Roger.
車を入れてください。
Let the transport vehicle in. Outside the warehouse, the hum of the engine draws closer. They gradually come to the stop. Leva and Kalina exchange a look and pull up the rotary chair as the warehouse entrance. Once the vehicle stops, Springfield hops down from the driver's seat first. She gives Kalina a slight bow.
カリーナさん、お待たせいた
Sorry
し
to
ま
keep
し
you
た。
waiting.
長旅、お疲れ様です。
Hello.
順調でしたか？
Go smoothly on the way.
少々トラブルがありましたが、皆さんの協力で
Well,
無事
resolved
解
our
決し
end.
ました。
Bye-bye.
すみません。もっと手厚くサポートできたはず
To
なの
rely
で
on
す。
spare manpower.
こちらもやむを得ない事情がありまして。とんでもありません。
You always take a
今までずっとお世話になっていたのですから、これくらい当然です。本来のルートが狙われていなければ、私とマキアートさんでリビウまで運ぶべきなのですが、それは適切な判断です。後のことはこちらに任せてください。
bet.
はい、お願いします。指揮官はこの件を非常に重視しています。ヘレナさんやパラデウスについて。
Hearing Springfield's word, this person grows grave.
指揮官には私から説明します。
Beginning to end. Thank you.
よろしくお願いします。
While Hyan is covered with Springfield, Leva looks towards the engine, confirming something. Meanwhile, Makio walks in and sets out a silk container hidden deep in the cargo hold. With a heavy thump, the container hits the ground, kicking the cloud dust. Well, it's kind of like another human being in that thing, if I remember correctly.
中身は女の子なんでしょ？
But still.
あれだけの自動防御システムがあるんですから。
Diane steps close to the container, but it suddenly starts to shake.
これは警戒態勢に入ったようですね。
Air alert mode.
来る途中にこうなったことは？いいえ、出発前、指揮官が私とマキアートさんの識別情報を書き換えたのですが。なるほど。リバさん、一歩下がってください。
Leva eyes get wearily. With a frown, she falls and starts back to it, but the container continues to shake. Zombies. Leva looks up at her surroundings. With her neural cloud feeds from the camera scanning them rapidly, but rather it's outside or whether her near cloud. The situation is the same. It's all still quiet. Yet the very stillness makes Leva highly incredulous. Through level 2 in her cloud, she sends a faint but persistent connection request still flickering.
近くにある通信要請信号を感知できる？通信要請信号？
Request signal. Renal looks at Makio in confusion. Makio shakes her head as well.
何も感知できませんが。
If it weren't, they would have been so brazen about it. There's only one possibility. Leva raises the firewalls of her world to maximum. At the moment, hesitation accepts the request. The connection is established. Nothing happens. Then, after a long while, a string of characters is transmitted. 6616.
これはパスワー
A
ド。
key.
16
A text message encoding.
偽り。
Leva activated the key, and the instant her neural clouds assault build out crushing waves. Her offensive firewalls immediately counterattack, but opposing a single bounce once the firewall sever all connections to interference. Isolated levels neural cloud will go out once more. Forcefully disconnected by attack, Leva suddenly realizes something. She takes her stock surroundings, only to find fully armored mechanics all around them. Leva immediately raises her hand and strikes the mechanical units outright approach the container.
隠れて。どうしました？セカンダリレベルに侵入されて。
Yep.
待って、カリンは見えないの？何がですか？
Kana looks around the confusion, but still draws her silent warily. In Leva's view, the mechanical units are drawing the weapons as well.
全員伏せて。私のマークした位置を攻撃。
Maybe Machio immediately draw their weapons. It's level fire to control shots of positions you can see, with other dolls raise their guns and fire invisible to them. The mechanics are hit precisely and collapse to the ground.
セナープロトコルはまだある。
We have the Xender protocol.
はい。二人とも
Okay.
セカンダリレベルを切ってセナーに繋いで。
Maybe Machio instructed. The moment the connection is, they too see the mechanics on the surround sparking.
これは
Are they stealth?
どこから入ってきたのよ。さっきから何のことですか。人間の目を欺くなんて。
After the mechanical units are destroyed, the container finally stops shaking.
レナ、敵影はリモート制御で私に繋いで。これでどう？
Ow!
カリー、外にいる味方は？偵察隊、聞こえますか？即応隊、応答せよ。
There's no response from the radio.
困ったわね。どこのドイツかしら。
Uh-oh!
私たちを合流して、そう入れて準備。
Engaging time! Time to engage! This gone south real quick. What the? Ninja robots? What are these? Ha! The cat out! What are all these? I can't believe they got close without me noticing. I get agent dolls is electronic attacks against humans, probably something like a hallucinogen or a poison gas. I'm afraid it's something like that. I'm not worried about electronic attacks. I'm just afraid the miscellany has been hurt in some other way. Yeah, let's start with this quickly. We'll take care of the other business after we're finished with them. Yeah! Yep, I'll help too. Too bad we won't have the team, or else I would put this team together. Let's go. Well, I got it. This accelerated real quick. Go, girls, go! All right. Bang, bang. And get that out of the way. Whee! And then Gordon throw. Whee! Perfect. Are the enemies dealt with? Seems to have quieted down. Suddenly a series of noise comes out somewhere else. Claire frowns as she hears them. There's well, screech of vehicle is hard to be heard, followed by multiple sets of footsteps drawing out closer and closer. This is the field personnel non-built. No authority to interfere. Are you kidding me? From the extremely forceful tone, it's clear that they are prepared to attack at any moment. Clarence signals them to stay calm. They're up to play by ear. I guess there's the other dolls who quickly move to conceal the container holding in the hidden corner. Our people will be within 15 minutes. Yeah. And not. She clears her throat and calls out towards the outside. You may enter. Who? Army has entered the warehouse. Can I raise her hands and present her credentials?
私は非軍事勢力管理局第3支局293次兼地域安保担当です。任務の詳細はそちらに知る権限はありません。
Yep. I know his imposing sense of impressive. The armed officer doesn't dare ask rashly. He takes the credentials, flips through them, demands of someone who appears to the team leader. The person walks off and passes them to another distance. View. Snaps to. That's third angel. Her suit perfectly charted. Right. Like a highly. Third gen. That means she inclines her slightly, examining other shadows near reverent courtesy. Her fingers freeze close and the turns page lightly. Then she looks up and gently places a smile on her face. As her resemble porcelain it'll function. Falls on the surface by hiding something unsettling within.
あなたがあの非軍事勢力管理局の参事でしたか。これはこれ。
Oh, you have sus and red flags written all over you, even in the tattoo. Nah, that's a Paratus.
有無を言わさぬ割には。
That's the Paratus single. Yeah, we've seen that. Nah, I ain't surprised trusting you for a moment.
優雅かつ効率的。常に最高のサービスを提供する我々にとっては美徳とも言えるでしょう。
Her voice is rich and smooth, her tone divine and courteous, that the near perfect politeness carries a reasonable sense of authority.
警察があなたのような高性能人形を保有しているとは思いません。
Yeah, she knows. We all know this is a trap. Hang on. Let me turn this down a little bit because I think the music might be... Let me check real quick. All right, everybody. So we had a little technical hiccup. You probably heard some crackling and stuff like that. I did fix it. So we shouldn't be getting that issue anymore for a little bit here. I will periodically check the audios and stuff like that from my end to make sure it's good, but we should be good to go. Anyway, let's continue. Surely the post... Okay.
お目が高い。私は一時的に警察に協力しているだけです。
Yeah. The dog is a slight nod.
申し遅れました。ジラードグループ所属。
Yep.
リビウおよび周辺地域安全管理担当のイグラです。この近くに不審な動きがある知らせを受け、ハセ参じました。
Knew it.
私の肩書き通り、当グループはリビウとその周辺の安全管理も請け負っております。警察からの出動要請があれば、それに応えるのが義務です。近日中にサミットが開催されますし、私自ら現場に赴いたわけです。この様子だと、相当激しい武力衝突が起こったと見受けられます。よろしければ、情報を共有していただけますか？この町の治安を守ることは、双方共通の目的なのですから。
Yeah, she gazed the rest slightly intently on Glana. They casually switched to the corner behind her. That seemingly idle glance feels as though it sees straight through everything. Her smile never wavers, polite and composed, exerting invisible pressure.
任務でここを訪れた途端、素性不明の機械の攻撃を受け、これを撃退しました。
Yep.
それはお気の毒でしたね。
What an unfortunate incident. It inclines her hand gracefully, offering a practically measured gesture of apology, as though expressing regret for an inconvenience she did not cause. Her expression remains impatiently pleasant, save for the intense focus of her eyes, like a predator locking on its prey.
ですが、その襲撃、明確な目的を持って行われたものだと思われます。
It looks towards the spot that very place the container is hidden.
管理局の安保担当なら、衛星都市内での発砲の重大さは理解していますね。
Yeah.
その上、都市部の安全を脅かす危険物の侵入を許してしまいました。失礼ですが、こうなってしまっては、あなた方には署までご同行願うほかありません。この付近にある危険物も徹底的に調査いたします。先ほどから申し上げておりますが、我々は正規の任務に当たっていただけ。
Yep, okay.
速やかにこの場を立ち去ってください。
Okay, good. She knows. Okay. She's like, look, you don't have the authority. Nice try.
私がそうしたくても、ここにいる警官の方々が果たして納得するか。これも治安を守るためです。面倒ごとにならないためにも、ここは協力してくださりませんか。制度上、自治体の警察には非軍事勢力管理局への捜査権が与えられていません。 ましてやあなたはただの業者です。
Yeah, you guys look at it. It's like, look, I have particular amount of community. You ain't touching anything.
どうしても権力欲を満たしたいとおっしゃるなら、リビウ主席を通して令状を取ってください。非協力的な態度を取り続けても何のためにもなりませんよ。
Alright. They raise their hands slightly. Surrounding viewers have immediately raised their guns. The dolls raise their response.
おやおや、驚きました。
Eagle turns her gaze toward Liva, who smiles back while leaving her gun at Eagle.
第三世代人形だからってうぬぼれていない？おっしゃる意味がわかりません。どうだか。
You're quite the joker. Beneath the smiles, countless stems of light flash over their eyes. Within levels level 2, a single source of point-blank range attempts to forcibly connect to a neural cloud. Massive amounts of data crash violently against the level's offensive firewalls. The single source full high-speed density attacks all reports, with the key activated early to precise level with a complete decoding logic, allowing her to dismantle level viruses without even limits of processing power.
あんまり舐めた真似はしない方がいいわよ。
Not to act rashly.
そっちが先に仕掛けても帰
That
り
we
討ち
can
にでき
take you out even if you strike first. If anything happens to the counselor, the group will probably get underground and turn to next year's fertilizer. Are you sure that'd be acceptable? Eva frowns slightly, then resumes her original smile and addressed Leva.
ご冗談を。そんな失礼なことはいたしません。でも確かに、三児の身に何かあれば大変ですね。我々では責任を取りかね。
Is that threat? She casts a meaningful look towards Lena. Leva gazes the dawn at them as well. Lena keeps her gun trained at Igla, but suddenly her chest heaves. She coughs out several times and collapses to the ground control in a vomiting, coughing fit. She covers her mouth and nose, but blood spills through her fingers and chest cough.
これはこれは。もしや急性放射性症候群では？早急に治療を受けないと。 取り返しがつかないことになります。
Galena drops weakly to one knee, but immediately raises her hand to signal that she can still hold on.
大丈夫。放射線耐性は。
Bracing herself against her knee, she forces herself back out, wipes the blood from her corner mouth, and raises her gun at Igla.
死んでもここは立ち去りません。
Ayla shows the same common style as before. She bows lightly just as the other personnel with their weapons.
少しだけ待ちましょう。
Surprisingly, the urge to shoot the right there and there rapidly calculates how to eliminate every enemy percent as quickly as possible. They cunningly deployed human armed personnel and all wearing full cover heavies. There's no telling what's been released into the air. As for themselves, just defeating her electronic attacks are already taxing. Crippling her through the extra armor is nearly impossible. Judging from the PSA setup, they have prepared for non-foes reinforcements. The chance of her reaching this place 15 days are smaller than her winning a lottery. And Clannis clearly can't hold out much current tension. She already has history of ELD. Her life is at risk if this continues. Well, level 0 was raised and massive flooding erupts near the warehouse. Air smoke. Eagle doesn't hesitate for a second. Abandoning the dolls as she been facing her, she immediately rushes towards the explosion. Tries to follow her, but her legs quickly collapse. Lever rushes to her side, trying to help her out. We're waiting in order. Lever shoots some furious glare at the PSA personal around roars of them. All ambulance right now. Look at your heads rolling. Yeah, call the ambulance. Thrown into chaos, the sudden explosion. As the PSA officer loses his faith, the leader starts calling for medical support over the radio. Please help protect Kalina. Lever gives Kalina one last look, then dashes forward to the surprise explosion. Alright, well, let's continue. They try. So they try to sabotage. Wait, who did that explosion though? Oh, it's them! Alright, this is even free. Alpha runs alongside her, but unlike she has her head down, constantly working the terminal in her hands. Hey, you saved! Alpha doesn't look up. Her fingers are flying across this terminal. Yeah. No, you girls intervened at the right time. Trust us. Thank you. Good. The terminal emits a crisp unlocking chime. The container shoulder starts quivering. Alba finally turns out to look at her. Oh, so they grabbed the container and ran. Okay, so they grabbed it and ran. Gotcha. Okay, so that's what they did. Alba lets out a quiet sigh. Not a single one. There is something. We can only rely on ourselves. That's why in addition to this mission, we need to take her back. They will conduct a comprehensive examination. Maybe we'll find some clues. Only then can we determine how far Parai's scheme has progressed. No, it's they're the same for everyone else. Or we were truly trusted, we wouldn't have broken away from the in the first place. That's true. Understood. The garage wall is almost done for, but still possesses the capacity to cause enormous damage. Even though it has even possibly can, he still considers the non-false plans may veer far beyond what they anticipate. If instantly erupts within your guard, the situation will become irreversible. Voids are paused aside, then nods and says no more. The silence between them carries on most of a mutual understanding. In the distance, the sound of running engines, footsteps draws closer. Looks like the enemy's catching up. Alright, get in the container. I'll just hold. It'll just hold you back. Or I'm gonna go to the extraction point. Watches as Alva leaves. Then slightly she turns off direction, checks her weapon, and runs towards them. She's going mecha mode! Go, girls, go! Alright. Go, go, girl, Rangers! Okay. Bang, bang! I'm bang! And bang! Evacuate. Oh. Get out of here. Ow. Ow. Bye. Okay. Nope, you're all gone. Bye. And bye-bye. After taking down the last receiver, she scans her around, and once she confirms they are secure, she prepares to relocate. Just as I'm about to move, I raise a sharp gaze. All one that stays to the electronic is about locks onto precision guided weapons. Her instincts activate. Before conscious, they'll catch up. Her body pivots. In 0.1 seconds, her right hand draws it to muzzle. That muzzle snapping precisely towards the source of their gaze. At every moment, the system experiences a rare stall. She stands in an open tactical zone, deliberately choosing to maximize the track of the enemy's fire while ensuring the clear line of sight of the battlefield. TAC control. Her first assignment, the enemy has deployed a sniper team for long-range suppression, but her wolf eyes fully spectrum scan detects no thermal signature, electronics, and the conventional weapons. Yet her intuition has never been wrong. Never through countless battles, it's become an integral component for her combat system. She raises her hand slightly. Wolf automatically shifts to maximum application, piercing through the night mist, longing through the distant target. On the edge of the hill, over a kilometer raging range, atop a high range over the warehouse, a single barrier stands in silence. Even with a wolf's eye, must run a system full power to catch the image figure. It's a woman dressed in elegant. Yep, it's her. It's woman. Her gaze meets across the vast distance. Ha-ha! Maintains her firing stance. Rational analysis tells her the standard pistol is meaningless at this range. Yeah, more primal combat instinct refuses to let her lower her guard. Across such immense distance, every sensor in her body simultaneously enters maximum alert. A phenomenon she has never experienced before. Not even when she infiltrated viruses alone. Her comments scream a single conclusion: the person is a genuine threat. As if sensing awareness, the elegant woman tilts her head slightly and says something fully armed right beside her. Through her wolf's eye, she sees the operator's salute, opens the specialized case, and reveals the present to the woman. Well, like her wrist, the equipment reveals a fully tactical spear, forged a specially high-depth ally. It's circling coldly. Such weapons typically ceremonial ornaments, not tools for actual combat. But in the next instant, the woman movement sends everyone screaming. She grips the spear gracefully, spins the motion fluid dance, and then unbelievable happens. Holding spear in one hand, she leans slightly rod and flawlessly throwing Bishop, hurls it towards them over 1 kilometer away. The air shrieks tears the lightning bolt, traveling at armor-piercing crossing distance. Calculating hundreds of evasion patterns, but her body makes a different choice. She holsters the pistol, lowers her center of gravity, and precisely catches the spear mirror with her right hand. Ah! The cloth on the back forces the grooves of her boots, sending her skidding through meters before stabilizing. The grooves fracture the forces, cracks spreading outward the spider web. This is no power a human could unleash, nor Sarah T-Doll could withstand. Looks down at the spear in her head, etched daily as a shaft with a single line of text. What is the text? Or to make your acquaintance. Beep. Report your position. It's over. Beep. The call ends. Lifts her head and looks at disability and dull her wrist. The impact was too much even for the components in her arms. As a station, she has experienced a sense of inevitability, like two planets drawing near together gravity, destined to collide in spectral someday. However, the elegant woman she's menswear has already vanished from the sight, as she has never been there at all. The night wind is bleak. Only the heavy spirit hands power the thing. Hey, let's continue. Good thing she tanked it, but I have a feeling it's not going to be that much of a tank. Push, boom. Yep, they're gonna 1v1. A dull sound turns her, fire and fireball. A jeep down, narrow struck, dead in position. The shockwave fires in heat. They're only my windows. Who also has heavy artillery? Headquarters, explicitly stated. Listen, damage roll assaulted. Wait, scans of the interior is empty. Whoosh. Oh. Just in a swing of sunshot, spread out the security. Alva appears 7 safe from cover 3 blocks away. They are all covered in lightning dose scorch, yet their combat vision remains really unaffected. Their perfectly coordinated crossfire passes the entire pursuit squad. The private armed security forces wearing the British Army clearly do not say this. Task Force Defy has not only evaded any but have already completed counter maneuvers, turning the prey into ambushers. Turn from prey. Keep moving. Do not stop. Urban surveillance system locked onto our signature. 7 minutes. Third heavy blockade unit will reach the perimeter in combat zone. Do we execute the contingency plan? Yes, switch to plan B. Disrupt the deployment as much as possible. When the that's done, proceed to the second strike points. Keep the channel open. I notified the support unit. Without wasting a breath, Alva gives a slight nod and swiftly adjusts her comms in standard crypto mode. He then shoulders the capsule containing the critical cargo and leads nimbly into the gap amidst the dense architecture to Leva's green zone. Her figure melds into the non-lit jungle, vanishing from the night in an instant. Remains where she is, deliberate exposure movements to every surveillance image. She is the decoy, the core fugitive of this diversion. The night satellites should be live and bustling, colorful neon lights to commercial streets, but bundling East European traditions to modern design. The place should be packed with nightfall seeking the mocking those of the structure just survival. Yet now the streets are completely deserted, as if the entire city has been evacuated by an invisible force. Looks up, directly at the armored helicopter flying over toward her. The searchlight-like tactical chopper illuminates her figure in starkly charity. One in the empty battlefield, she stands like an unshaken moment away from the coming storm. Boom. The helicopter's side gun excitedly confirms a hit. The launcher still smoking in his hands gives a proof of his precision strike. Watch for that, her allies may still be lying around a bush. Wait, what's that? The thick smoke does the explosion blanket, generally currents the building. Override and nearly useless. Just as how it descends to deploy the confrontation team. A violent unnatural gale growls to the center of the smoke. A dark shower rockets up over, freeing the gravity's pool. The figure is still retrolingering smoke, like a Valkyrie in the myth, like taking flight. That's possible. A hand slimly clad in steel climbs firmly under the skid. The immense force tilts the entire hull to one side, a frame emitting a dangerous medical screech. Aha! Bama hails herself in the cabin, immediately delivers pierce crunching punches that sends the nearest aim operator's high out of punch. The fully equipped tactical soldier is hurled meters away, vanishing to the like a feather. The helicopter crew consists of 13 tactical leads, all special try to counter high performance veterans, and 2-person squad of combat. In addition to the bioform manager droids are employed inside the cabin, mechanized combat tools more efficient than human, executing with absolute merciless precision. Their weapons all lock on Mastina before the human can react. However, faced with 2 disturbance powers, the finest trained and most flawless condition, the most advanced equipment are nothing more than meaningless numbers. Blades slice through the arteries and cables. At extreme proximity speed, weapons cloud on the floor before the single shot can be fired, along with the bodies grow limp. When the pilot turns around behind him, his full eyes the body strewn on the route climate, and the Tito standing at the entrance making a silencing gesture. He gives the pilot one last look when she urges no one to take the end. She leaps from the helicopter and continues circling from low altitude. Now it's on the rooftop of the mid-rise building. The impact fractures the concrete, yet she barely bends a knee, then slightly absorbs the forceful striking once more. He also deliberately spread the pilot to prevent the helicopter from crashing out of control, causing unnecessary civilian casualties. Even though they exposed her position, Defi has its own principles. Besides, her current mission is to draw attention to create space for Alva and the extraction team. Drone air drops combat drones near her position, but the enemy doesn't. Yeah. All right. This is so cool. It's like an action battle. Go, 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 go. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. Okay. And that's out of the way. Okay. And two more. Okay. Bye. You! Not bad looking. Aye. Now last we meet, your reputation precedes you. It's truly an honor. I hope you like this welcome gift. Please grace the invitation. Show me the power that's strongest from the previous generation. Come. Oh! Holy! God darn! Nope. Hello, Rocket! They got away in time. Good. Amidst the records surveys of devastation, lifting a hand her head and filling her neck.
あの AK-15 とこうして出会えたのは得難い経験と認めざるを得ません。残念な結果に終わってしまいましたが。
What? Squad after squad of armed security forces rapidly encircle the area, professionally raising their weapons and establishing a perimeter. In fact, these units have been observing the entire battle for the same minutes, but after witnessing a conversation that defies confrontation, not a single person dares to intervene. If this was an ordinary firefight, some brave shores might have approached the battlefield. But the clash between has already exceeded the boundaries of conventional combat power. The suffocating exchange of force compels every combatant to present wisely asserted for interface. Learn for a new form offer me. It's all I like the same style. Also, please deliver the complete battlefield data and lost assignment report to my office within 2 hours. Voice is smooth and variety. Her phrasing is plain and refined, yet carrying elegant authority that brooks no refusal. She inclines her head slightly and offers her words the proper style, as though they merely intended as a saloon. Perhaps it's because she's fully understood the nature of her own power that she does not those who fail to provide any support. Instead, she shows a hint of approval of their wise decision to keep their distance. Pinches the slightly damaged cuff of her sleeve. Her movements force good and graceful. She extracts a pristine handkerchief from her breast pocket and gently wipes the remaining blood off her cheek and nose and back quickly. Her gaze drifts slightly to the spike on the ground, retained from her own blood, while a flawlessly smile on her lips never falters. Where are our guests now? Ah! There narrows her eyes. Although she admits the encounter has been an enjoyable diversion, she must also concede that there is no time to continue playing games with those two Frontline.
では帰りましょう。警備隊は総員。私と本部に帰還せよ。
Wait, what?
どんちゃん騒ぎを起こ
But
し
you
て
still didn't catch
収
them?
穫はゼロ。
Just as I was about to issue the order to pursue, a female voice, ha! A small figure steps out of the shadows, entering the glow of the street lights. They're surprised, slightly surprised. She hadn't seen the approach of the doll at all.
リバさん、驚きました。てっきりカリーナさんのそばから離れないものなのか。三児の身の安全は重要事項でしょうに。
医療用人形でもない私が付きっきりでいたところで無駄よ。大事な事案の解決に取り掛かった方がよっぽど有意義。
大事な事案。
More important. Tilts her head slightly.
は何のことでしょう。
My bad.
例えばロレン政府機関の
That's the university agents for carrying out their duties and delivering injured and important fizzle.
ある人形を捕まえることとか。
それはこれほど重大な犯罪を犯した人形がいるならジラードグループとしても
You're looking at her.
可能な限り協力いたしましょう。ぜひ
This important
十分
matter.
な証拠をお渡しいただければ。
ええ、そのうち揃えておくわ。
Oh, there will be good evidence. All in good time.
というわけで
I feel dull.
これは
No,
非軍事勢力管理局
I'll
の
begin
正
the
式
investigation
な
here. I trust you won't
邪
object.
魔したりしないわよね。
ええ。
By all means. Thanks to Polly Chester, clearly uninterested by the further engagement of Leva.
逃走した危険分子
Over
を
instruction, I should take my leave and continue arranging the circle with
他に
other
ご用件
potential
がなけれ
threats.
ばここで失礼させていただきます。
おう、忘れるとこだった。
What? Just as I was to leave, Leva speaks up again. Her mocking tone now carrying more hidden threat.
最初に私たちを襲った連中。彼らはあの二人の危険分子の仲間じゃないみたい。どこの誰か心当たりはない？
Oh, I love this. Those two don't seem to be familiar with those two potential threats. Do you happen to have any guesses what they are?
イグラさん。
Lady Igila?
情報のご提供。
Ha! She's like, gosh darn it.
犯罪者は誰一人とて逃がしません。
One last look, then bows the excuse before leaving to turn away. Her silhouette quickly melts in Leva's nightscape.
やっぱりね。
Hey, you got her to leave. After affirming the words of a draw, loosely drops a mocking expression from her voice. She then looks towards the direction where has disappeared.
本当に彼女たちだったなんて。反逆正体。
Right, just what are you
何
trying
を
to
する
do?
つもりかしら。
They're trying to help you.
404を敵に回したのが運の尽きよ。
Okay. Alright. That was so cool! Oh, that animation! Oh, so good to be back here. By the way, I'm so sorry for the audio issue, by the way. That was my bad. Hopefully we will not get any audio issues with the rest of this thing. But yeah. Alright, let's go back in. If I look a little smaller or anything like that, this is another day of streaming. So, we're going back into it. Ah! But 1-4. After spending some time on the deck of the Elmo, getting some fresh air, I head back towards the ops room. The dolls I've been watching the spectacle through the glass earlier have already vanished without a trace, leaving only Mei Ling in the hangar servicing the drone. She waves to me greeting as I come in. Rosa can probably tell that I'd rather be alone. After brewing me a cup of coffee, she says she's going to inspect the goods freshly delivered by the underground brokers and excuses herself. I take a sip of coffee and sit down at the command console. I take out the card I received earlier and glance at the route displayed on the console. There's still half a day before we reach Live satellite cities. Lately, I've been leaving El Elmo again and again, and every time, nothing good ever comes of it. Yeah. With a sigh, I toss the car aside, clasp my hands behind my head, and look up. At some point, a fire diner gate has already come above me. Let me guess, we know who that is, probably. We know who that is, come on.
どうしたの？
Yep, hey Disneyland.
垂れた顔しちゃって。
Hey, Dandelion! Don't scare me like that.
クルーガーと昔話ができてご機嫌かと思ったのに。
And how do you arrive at that conclusion?
だってほら。
Well, look, what? The dino gate flies over the card on the desk, circles it once, and starts projecting Dandelion's image.
最高ランクの通行証。
Right?
これがあればリビウのどこにでも行けるわ。武器を持とうが。
Oh, so they gave us VIP clearance. Nice. I didn't know such passes are even a thing.
お役人様の特権ね。いちいち検査受けてたら仕事にならないもの。
That sounds like it can go south very quick. Give me 1 second here. I forgot to do something. There we go. My bad. I forgot to exit that program.
通行証、ちょっと見せてくれる？
Did you just look at the card? I raised the card. A scanning beam shines on Dino Gate's eye and right in what? Over it. Okay.
20名分のマスター権限と5つ星ホテルのスイートルームの予約情報が入って。
Wait. This card contains 20 anonymous unrestricted access identities, a reservation for a presidential suite at a 5-star hotel, and electronic keys of several buildings around the hotel.
さすがクルーガー。用意周到ね。
Here it is. Okay, so you basically decide, I got you, bro.
武器も人形もなければエルモ号を降りられない誰かさんのことをよーく知ってるようで。
I mean, well, our adopted daughter's there, so I think he would, but. Oh, be quiet. I wave my hands, basically shooing away the bothersome dinner gate aside. I peer at the card and think about what he said to me earlier. Things really are what they used to be. Bounty hunters can't change anything if they only ever stay in the yellow zone. If I had greater authority, maybe the dolls around me wouldn't need to rest themselves, and we could handle more larger problems than before. But still, even with them on my side, I find the non-military force organization and the URSC as a whole repulsive. Especially that man. I recall the final phone call I had before leaving Griffin, and the frustration and anger start creeping back at me immediately. Dandelion studies our expression and tilts her head and decides to say something.
そういえば、前の地下研究施設から抜き取った情報をさらに解析してみたんだけど、興味ある？
I bet. Alright, okay, I like she's trying to help. I like she's like, I'll just keep your mind off step. Oh? Go on.
あそこに誘拐された人々が非人道的な実験に使われたのを知っての通りよ。警察の資料にも同じような事例がいくつかあった。注目すべきは実験体となった人々と実験の過程そのものが全てカテゴライズされていること。そしてその情報は闇ブローカーの情報送信ルートを使用して定期的にいくつかの場所に送信されていたわ。
はあ？
特定できるか？
Can those nodes be traced?
いやね、この手のルートなんて何重にも偽装されてるのを知ってるくせに普通は無理よ。
普通は。
But you're no ordinary person, are you? Yeah, you're not. You got this, Dandelion. Just as I expected, Dandelion smiles in satisfaction. She quirks an eyebrow and goes on with pride.
そうね。ロレンの情報機関でも果てしなく時間がかかる。
She's just like, I love it when you let me flex.
こんなこともあろうかと思って別のタスクを処理していた時にヘリの冤罪力の一部を使って数日で済ませたわ。
Okay. I just realized something. This is my bad. Don't worry, I don't need to pause or anything. I'm just stupid. Hello? There it goes. Okay, it just glitched there for a minute. There it goes. Read that. Okay, thank you. Huh? Is that really okay?
大したことじゃないわ。
No big deal.
とにかく全ての情報は 楽園計画というワードにつながってる。
Yeah, that's not surprising.
その計画を立ち上げ援助しているのがジラードグループ。ジラードグループの本社はまさにリビウにあるわ。
Oh, lovely.
リビウか。
Huh? Based on the trace, we can assume that the group is cooperating with Paradas on an undertaking experience regarding the Helena and Boo gems.
に関わっていたというのか。
個人的には連中がそんな大それたことをできると思わないけど。
What do you mean?
ジラードの他にファルベンっていうグループの情報も出てきたわ。ジラードよりは存在感が薄いけど、
Oh,
グル
okay.
ープとしての力はファルベンの方が上ね。現在の形勢を見るにジラードも結局は利用されているに過ぎないわね。
Huh.
トカゲの尻尾切りか。
Huh.
なら裁判でパラデウスを倒すことは無理じゃないか。
This is dismantling, yep.
そうでもないわ。ジラードは大事な資金源だから深刻なダメージを与える。
Okay, so it's like, yes, they're not the main, but it's still like a major piece. Like, getting them down would cause...
隠れ蓑を失うことにもなるし、かなり動きづらくなると思うわ。
Okay.
そうだな。何もしないよりはマシだ。
Exactly.
それであなたはどうするつもり？
I rest my chin on my hand and nod slightly. Maybe things really are moving for a better direction. Maybe it's also time for me to make some changes.
情報を集めてくれ。ジラードと管理局、両方ともな。リビウに行ってジラードの行く末を見ておきたい。
Okay.
かつての仲間のもとへ帰るの？
いや、
Not exactly. I just wanted to observe a bit longer. Is he gonna come back? That'll be interesting.
今から書くことをもとにルートとプランを練ってくれ。
Here's a rough idea. I sketch out my thoughts on paper. The dino gate flies in circles overhead, and Dinoline withdraws her projection.
わかったわ。
念のためプランは3つ用意してほしい。今すぐできるか？
Let's spare out 3 plans. That should be difficult for you. Can you give them to me now?
今？
Like right now?
君ならこれくらい一瞬だろう。
Ha! One more. Your power should take more in a second, right?
相変わらず無理よ。
Ha! Oh, come on. You like this.
イエスとと。
I'll take that as a yes. I pick up the gear here. Girls up picks up almost immediately.
指揮官。
Hi, girl!
404ズッケロ。そよ風のみんなを司令室に呼んでくれ。話したいことがある。
Yeah, all the girls come over.
リビウに行くつもり？
Are you...
さすがだな。
Well, yeah, she's the wife. Of course she's gonna read us like an open book.
了解。呼んでくるわ。
Thank you. Soon enough, the dolls file in the ops room. The scene almost like identical to a pre-mission operation briefing from years ago. They are chatting about their previous missions. Once I see everyone present, I step up to the command console and clear my throat lightly. The room immediately quiets. All eyes turn to me and I gather my thoughts and begin.
エルモ号は現在リビウ周辺に接近中だ。
We're approaching the outskirts of things.
そこで使える通行
He visited earlier and gave me a high-level access pass.
私はリビウに
So I plan to enter live, complete the task killing assigned to me, and investigate information related to Paradas.
あなたならそうすると思いました。
Hey, good guy. The other dolls nod in agreement.
みんなヘレナちゃんのことが心配ですから。
Aww. Hey, Golvain.
店長たち、今頃何をしているの
I'm sure they're fine. Well, actually, fine is a strong word. The dolls start discussing among themselves again, but it doesn't take less time before they turn the question back to me.
私たちはどうすれば？
Daddy Diane. I bring up the regional map of consoles. The dolls step closer to look.
3組に分かれてほしい。
Into 3 groups.
一班は
Group 1 will
私と
enter the city with me and participate in the upcoming operation involving Namfa.
二班は
Group 2 will enter the rapid response unit and be responsible for gathering intelligence within the city.
3班は
Group 3 will remain on board the Elmo, handling perimeter security and supporting emergency extraction for groups 1 and 2 necessary.
詳細は
The alien will explain the details. The diner gate flies over the console, drawing everyone's attention.
仰々しいけど、
Not for it's not. The MO will stop on the edge of the green zone quarantine wall. Group 1 will lead, led by the commander. Okay. Group 1 is led by commander with Colfin and Groza acting as close protection. We get these two. Okay, that's fine. Yes, we get Colfin and we get Wife and Colfin. Okay, this is actually a really good combo. I love those two. Group 2 needs to prepare vehicles, bring weapons in the city, and set up a safe house, and monitor the area around Group 1. Okay. Group 2 with 404 Team A and Monzu operating together. They'll be staying at this hall, and there's a candidate safe house nearby. Group 2 needs to scout all of them. Where I'm familiar with, so collect as much information as possible. Ooh. Okay. Urgent extraction plans will also be prepared by Group 2. We don't exactly want. Yeah, it's better be prepared, please. Ha! Yeah, you girls would be perfect for that because you're a traveling band. Who's gonna be Pat? I can't remember. Okay, so exactly. Hey, Colette. I'm surprised we didn't like the all the she didn't. I guess it makes sense, yeah. But I would have sent the maids with the socialized group and had Kukai. Maybe they want experience. Maybe. Everyone nods in unison. The dolls assign the different tasks, begin refining their plans in neural clouds. With teams that need to cooperate, start coordinating. The objective of the is mainful. First, ensure the transfer is complete successfully and guarantee your safety. If it cannot be guaranteed, then if necessary, we'll ensure it ourselves. Second, monitor the group and cooperate with Nalfa's containment actions against them. More importantly, collect as much information as possible related to Paradas, uncovering the chain behind the Bujim and Helenia. The MO will reach the vicinity and live in half a day. Everyone get to work. With all tasks assigned, the dolls head off in their respective preparations. Kukai does not leave right away. With most of the dolls already gone, she walks over to my side and begins to speak. Kukai stops mid stances and glares through Groza. Groza is currently focused on telling the map and display on the command console. Wait, why did I talk it over wife? Oh wait, what do you two know? Thanks for the reminder. Kukai nods and leads the roster as well. What does Kukai know? I forget. Wait, do we know about Groza being off still? We'll say. Because like I said, I'm a little bit behind. Like, I'm kind of like still in a thing. I don't know how much they know about Groza. I went with the Groza. She lifts her head and looks at me. What was that just now? You seem uncertain about the arrangement. Yeah, that look, girl, says it all. What? Yes? You're good with me! What? Girl, that means you need to learn to socialize! Woman, stop it! Stop it! I'm gonna boop you. Stop it. Stop it. I scratch my head. Groza never shows it outright, but it's obvious she's still upset about what I said back then. What did you say back then? I need to know. She doesn't look any different than usual, but her eyes are fixated directly to me. I find myself weighing my words with extra care. You made the wife mad. After I live, I'll need a partner who can work with me in perfect sync. There's no better choice than you. True! And this time it's different from last time. Back then, both Elmo and 404 needed you. Without you in the lead, none of the previous missions could have been completed. Our manpower has expanded a lot since then. We no longer as stretched thin as before. Under the circumstances, the best choice is for you to act together with me. Yeah. There's a smile. There's a smile. Rosa looks away and turns her gaze back to the command console. I feel quite a sense of relief, like I just been let off the hook. You talked your way out of it. Nice, Commander. Nice, okay. Commander, I really thought this through. I nod. I can't just stand by and do nothing. Rosa looks up again and offers me a sincere smile. Thank you. Rosa looks out the window. I follow her gaze and stare at the distance. As the hour advances, the road stretches endlessly. Perhaps it's time to take a brand new area. I can read fast. Alright! So yeah, I want to know what he said back then, but I guess we'll have to, if I do a past event, we'll find out. But yeah, I wonder how much they still know about Groza. That's the thing. But anyway, let's continue. But number 6. What lies beyond the door? Rebirth or deeper damnation? So yeah, we got these two, and then we got this, and then we'll talk about it. So let's go. I have launched a 3rd generation doll technology. Okay, so this is when 3rd doll tech took place. Got it. I love the music here. Oh, so we're in combat? Okay. Right, because we're still in the running phase, right? Yeah, because they don't know what's going on, so. Combat start. Go. Okay. I wonder if this is just gonna be a battle or is it gonna actually be a cutscene. Let's see. Okay, there's 6. And there's 8. Bye-bye, there's 9. Ow. And bye-bye. Is that it? Oh wow, okay, so it's just a battle. Alright, okay. Just battle. Alright, let's go. Number 7. Go. I remember this thing. That was such a good one. Here we go, back scene. Alright. Hurried footsteps kick in the rhythmic splash as they echo through the vast underground passage system. In the narrow yet difficult tunnel, sounds carry a long way, yet its true source is difficult to point out. Living's underground maintenance system is nothing like a visual impression that people tend to have such high places. Within the complex subnetwork, there is almost no order at all. Clear water flows through the channels, having underground multiple stages of purification. Every junction of ventilation shaft is precisely engineered to ensure the system's efficient operations. All this thanks to a fully automated maintenance work deployed by the group. The entire system requires virtually no routine human upkeep. Even scheduled inspections only call for a small number of professionally trained dolls to carry out the standard protocols. Since the established lift satellites underground systems has never suffered any security breach or operational failures, and today is the clear not scheduled inspection day. Okay, so they shake him. Okay, good. They shake him off. What do you mean? Yeah. Alva checks her status on her weapon. She removes the magazine smoothly and reacts to her handle and rounds a pop out of the chamber. She catches her with her bare hand. She presses the round back in the magazine, takes the leather pack of ammunition, and loads it one round at a time. Once the magazine's full, she sets it back in the weapon and chambers it. Okay. Oh, okay. Get into the section transport where it has been sealed off.
それにあの人形
Yeah, that third generation doll. Alba hesitates uncharacteristically. Unsure how to describe what she just witnessed. She saw the entire exchange with her own eyes. AK-15, the strongest doll, perhaps the strongest doll in the world. In one frontal game, she gained no advantage at all. It was even suppressed at one point. This wasn't the first time. Long ago, she had lost once before, just once, and that single defeat had deep, lasting impact. Alba had partnered with her for 10 years now, longer than her team with the previous Snow Wolf. And yet, this moment, she still doesn't know how to begin. She doesn't know what she would think.
確かにあの人形の性能は私を超えている。正面戦闘で勝てる確信はない。
Okay, so even she's kind of realizing it. She voices a calm, devoted emotion, as if she merely stating an objective fact.
思ったより冷静だ
Okay, yeah. Oh, I like how she's like concerned about her.
感情的になった。
We're on a mission. We don't have time for emotional processing. Okay.
それに
Besides,
別に落ち込んだりしていない。
I was gonna say you kind of did hold your own, but yeah.
私はあなたに負けたことを何年も引きずったけどね
Aww.
技術は常に進化するものだ。10年前のショーの設計でここまで持ったんだ。不満はない。
Even after 10 years, okay? Pauses, then continues in the same even tone.
最強の素体がなくとも私は私。
Even if okay, I'm still AK-15. Gotcha.
反逆正体の AK-15 だ。
She shakes her head and with a faint smile.
逆に慰められちゃった
Ha! I like how they kind of like sense each other and they help each other. I like that. That's cute. She looks up at her calm face and quickly regains her usual composure.
ケビンと彼女からの情報が来たあの人形はイグラジラードグループ所属
From
の
her.
第三世代人形
Who is her? I want to know.
財団内では
Apparently, she holds the title of the strongest surgeon doll with a conglomerate. Okay.
だが作戦を中止するわけにはいかない。どうする？
Is the plan still viable?
O43 を連れたままだとリスクがある作戦を少し調整した
So I want to. Okay, what adjustments? Alba sends a revised plan to her, who frowns slightly as she reads it.
今のところ下水道はまだあの人形の盲
Okay.
点でもいずれ気づくと思う囲まれるのは時間の問題
Her forces.
直接接触は避けられた。お前の判断は正しい。
True, it was correct. You did do a good job.
一時的には
Hmm.
いくら下水道が複雑でも出入り口は限られている
Wow.
だからケビンに O43 を連れ出してもらう予定は取り消す街の警戒レベルは高いし彼にはまだ生きてもらう
Over to Kevin. Okay. And it's better for everybody to stay alive.
とはいえ、私たちが連れたままなのも違うだろう。
True.
任務を最優先して箱は管理局に託すべきだ。
これは言いたくなかったんだけど
What?
彼女に O43 について調べてもらって分かったんだけどジラードグループの総裁オレク・ジラードは昔
Oh.
に管理局と協力関係を
Okay, so that's why. So if they gave it the non-fault, there would have been a high chance that the president would have grabbed it.
じゃなきゃ楽園計画の中心と言っていい O43 をわざわざジラードの目の前にあるリビューに届けさせた理由の説明が
Gotcha. Okay.
彼女たちも一枚噛んでいるというの。
So that's what they're saying. They're saying like it's not safe unless we get it to the exact right people. If we hand it to anybody on there, they will just hand it over to the other person.
いや多分無関係そう信じたい
Yeah, yeah, the conscience is fine. I think what they mean is like they don't know what's in the context. I get what I mean.
組織としてジラードと手を組んでいたのは事実だけど管理局に所属している全員が承知しているとは限らない
Okay.
だが管理局にジラードをかばう理由はない。
True.
これは推測だけどジラードは自分たちが身代わりになるのを察知して管理局に寝返ったんだと思う
Divide enough to avoid being a scapegoat. Got it.
とはいえ裏が取れるまで 組織としての非軍事勢力管理局は信用できない。
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. She's just like, look, we have to make sure we trust them. All right, hang on a second, everyone. I'm just moving some things around.
それも彼女の意見。
That's also what she thinks. Who is she? I keep wanting to know. Who is she? You all keep... I want to know who she is. Gosh darn it.
なら作戦の継続も彼女の判断を仰ぐべきだ。
Who is she? I want to know. Who is she? Alba, let's outside.
本当なら彼女の邪魔をしたくない。あと少しで財団とパラデウスの真相にたどり着けるかもしれない。
Okay, so somebody is really deep in. We
余計
need.
な連絡を取るのはリスクになる。
Who is she?
でも他に方法はない。
Okay, so we're gonna contact her.
あの人の座標だけならすぐに調べられるかもしれないしね。今はもうとにかく相手の意表をつくしかない。
Okay.
同意だ。
Alba takes out the cube bag, claiming okay once more. She watches it quiet, then suddenly pipes up.
パズルを解いたらキューブが喋ったりするのか？
What? If you turn it to the right position, the cube will start talking?
いや、これは16進法で暗号化して物理回路を通した保護設計。
Okay, so wait, so it's not. So wait, you got a Rubik's cube? Alba looks up.
もしかして私に気を使って冗談を？
Aww. Yeah, I didn't think that was asking you. Yeah, because it did say in her dossier, because they kind of believe the information, she's trying to like be social. She closes her eyes.
冗談が言えるようになったと彼女が知ったら
Aww.
きっと喜ぶよ。
Who's she? I want to know.
いや、笑われるだろう。
She just laughed at me. She falls silent again, looking decidedly sullen. She gently shakes her head, her lips curled up in a small smile, and raises attention to the cube. She flexes her fingers. Micro data exports extend on her fingertips and connect precisely to her most secure interface. With another flexing her thin auxiliary digits emerge and insert themselves in the cube as if they had a mind on their own. Data's frozen the auxiliary digits, an interface with vowels in her cloud. She watches silently, periodically scanning both sides of the tunnel with her wolf eye. Beep. The cube gradually lights up. The link to the other end has successfully been established. She casts a questioning glance at Alba, but remains silent. After several seconds processing, Alba finally speaks.
ウォッカが欲しい。
I need a bite. Browns. And Sebastian urged the question I was about going on back and forth between the cube and Alba tightly knot brows. After a long silence, she finally decides to ask. But at that very moment, the light in Alba's eyes goes dark, and auxiliary digits extend her fingers react questions. The cube drops to the ground, producing a muted and built-in emergency self-destruct that wipes everything.
信号がブロックされて逆探知された。
Oh! Before I can ask, Alba already just delivered a consensus status report. Her expression turns grim. After a few breaths, she raises swiftly and starts moving in a certain direction.
座標データは取得できたけど、こっちの位置もバレた。進もう。
Gotcha! Replies thirstily with no superficial words. She quickly grabs the 043's container and just positions for the wing carrying. Inside the highly integrated title command room, rows of display screens of blue glow stations work. The Hama data analysis system and creations work together in distinct tension on the battlefield.
信号ロスト。追跡時間 1.24 秒です。
Tracking interrupted after 0.0 seconds.
1.24秒。賞賛に値する反応速度ですね。
Nice try, girl. Stands elegantly before the main console. Her brand new uniform is immaculate, with no wrinkle in sight. Her moments. Is that new? I guess it is new. But enjoying her performance.
これはイグラ様。どうやら例の信号グループ内部のネットにいるようです。
Group's internal network.
筋は通ります。
Yes.
やはりグループ内部でした。
まさか知っていたのですか？
Okay, you knew?
さっきの包囲作戦、こちらが最善を尽くしました。
Ran through the mirror as is possible.
それこそ非公開の技術を使ってまで。それでも失敗しました。 なぜだと思います？
Okay.
確かにどう考えても隙のない作戦でした。
詳細を知ることができるのはその技術のテストに関わったグループ内のわずかな人員だけです。
So, did they know there's a mole in Maraudus?
そこから導き出せる推論は
This is the conclusion.
情報漏洩。
Information. Yep, they know.
そういうことです。
Eagle turns gracefully and returns to her command position. She folds her hands on top of her desk and posturing composed and dignified. Her gaze settles on the territorial map, continuously updating on display, on the search perimeter that is steadily shrinking. Her expression is calm and still water, yet deep within her eyes lie such light alphas when she entered analytical mode. A traitor or a long-lived spy? How long have they been lurking? How much critical intelligence have they attained? And how much have they already been passed on? Eagle gaze remains on the screen coordinates, but anyone who knows her can sense the restrained anger beneath the elegant facade.
聞いても無駄だと思いますが。
Alright.
その信号追跡できますか？
Can No, it can't. The cloud was too fat. Yeah, okay, ha!
でしょうね。
Eagle gives the security officer a polite nod and steps out from the command room. She takes out an exquisite looking mirror, frowns slightly, and presses the call button. Wait, is it you? I thought you got defeated a long time. No, wait, no, you didn't. I think I remember her, but we'll see.
お望みの品が奪われました。
We're in pursuit. Wait. Is that the science girl? No, it can't be. Her frowns deepen. She reins her emotion and continues speaking to the communicator.
箱の位置は特定できました。強奪しに来た人形は反逆正体。
Okay.
予想通りでした。
あの二人は厄介だからね。あんたが最強の第三世代人形でも油断しちゃダメだよ。
Alright.
ご冗談を。万全の体制で迎え撃ちます。ところで、奪われた箱を利用してあの二人を追跡できませんか？
箱の場所もわかんない。ほら。ああ、箱を見つけたんだ。
ええ。彼女たちの通信を傍受して。
Uh-oh.
大体の座標を
That's not
割り出しま
good.
した。今彼女たちのいる下水道はジラードグループの信号増幅装置が設置されています。
そういうことね。すぐやる。
Alright.
見つけた。位置情報送るね。
Oh, lovely!
少しちょっかい出しちゃおうかな。
ちょっか
いくら強くてもこの状況を打破できるかな。面白くなってきた。
Uh-oh.
とにかくこれで足止めできたはずだからさっさと行った方がいいよ。
Hopefully they don't get caught! Hopefully they don't get caught, but we'll find out. I'll see. Alright. Alright. Yeah. But they made all units or just bam bam.
避けないんです。
Got that out of the way.
怪我しますよ。
And goodbye on that one. I was gonna say, we're probably just gonna eliminate all. Hopefully we can help them in time. Or we can just do that. That works too. That works too. Alright. After this, we have one more cutscene. I believe we have one more scene after this. And then we have like a cutscene. And then that will be it for part 1. Bye-bye. The doll, the dripping water echoes through the passageway. The metal, once refined by materiality, is now marred with scorched marks of the last mansion, clear recording the firefight that took place not long ago. The air once heavy as is now carries a faint scent of gunpowder, made of which is unfolded here. Albans sit in the back of the wall. Their comments is already soaked through, punctured with several fresh bullet holes. A silver gray pod lies quietly nearby. Despite the fierce battle, its surface has not been scratched. Remains silent and methodically checks her weapon. The metal brushes and clatters occasionally when she works the parts. She fiddles with a slightly singed lock between her fingers, throws the next move. Even as the enemy closes in again and again, she maintains her composure, as if all she has been accounted for calculations. The silence continues until they are finished checking their weapons. She looks at her partner in the calm yet resolute. Alva freezes a moment, clearly not understanding what her partner abruptly fluttered. We can't destroy the container, girl! We literally cannot close the container. There's no way we can. She glances towards the pod, lying not far away. Yeah, but... She pushed forward the argument grimly. She seems to anticipate Alva's reluctance, but she speaks her mind anyway. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't. Just as she expected, Alva rejects her proposal outright. It has always been this way. Sometimes Alva accepts her suggestions, sometimes she does not. 10 years have passed, Alva is no longer the doll she once was. Now not even she can easily be swayed by Alva's decisions. Boy Mastina, okay. Analyze the voice somberly. In the past, she could ever read his thoughts. Standing before her, Alva feels nothing but unease, as if she's seen a slab of cold steel. But in the time she finally understands why she called an open book. Her emotions are simple and straightforward. Okay. Besides the exact... Can't provide complete data, okay. True, and we would be, and I would be mad at you, the commander. Alva remains patient. Thank you! Okay, then no. True. Anna? This must have been in the past. Okay, this must be in the past event that I haven't seen yet. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
なら結論はもう見えている。私たちには果たさねばならない使命がある。そして今は箱を守り通す力もない。
Okay.
パラデウスに奪われたら、それこそ彼女にとって大きな苦痛が待っているかもしれない。ここで破壊するのが
No!
せめての情けだ。
Girl!
破壊
The debate is suddenly very clear voice coming right from the two of them. Hey, why are you out, Alia? Both of them start out and instantly jump their feet. They comment towards the source of the voice. The silver rod putting your body somehow open. The girl steps out. Her process with the countless tiny fragments. Her group side. The small figure peeks from behind the metal wedge, waving her tiny. She shouts sexily. I will recognize her. This is Helena. The files. Her expression is innocent and bright, unclear what to self. Hi, girl. Not now, though. Yeah, girl, you should put me up! Looking around, every she sees very fast as if she remembers, and a surge of threat is overwhelming her. Wherever she knows to do watch her, Helen quickly retreats several steps. The three metal orbs with a small barrier, particularly shielding her body, leaving only a pair of her wiry eyes. Yep, stop!
敵は明確に彼女とリンクしている。潮時だ。
いや、まだなんとかなる。この子を守るよ。
And stays on guard behind the Melvare as her gaze bar between the two are assisting the threat. The 3 men are by right, ready to retract, definitely offensive at any moment. As her bullfly attempts to scan Hellions, the system displays a flooded with error message and failing message. She pays little mind. This is not how it's been a rare occurrence in the past 10 years. She takes a small step forward, indicating investigation for her, but the moment immediately activates her alarm. Her voice is filled with fear, yet edged with threat. The 3 metal oars easily shift more aggressive formation. A flood of warning erupts from both sides. She understands frozen in place.
ボイマスツネ、止まって。私たちの。特にあなたの。
Yeah, you're kind of threatening right now. Faye halts, looking clear at the little one with amusement.
ヘレナ。
Alpha speaks up, delivery softer in tone, and attempt to lower her guard.
大丈夫。傷つけたりしないから。
嘘だ。前たち悪い顔。
No, they aren't, girl! Trust them! RJ Morai, reflecting her emotional instability.
確かに私たちは強引にあなたをここまで連れてきた。でも
She borrows her bus and she begins a sudden realization.
そうするよう指揮官に言われたんだ。
Thank you! That works!
指揮官。
Not too soft as a little. The glow energy with the remote dims, and she's likely made entire art.
やっぱり嘘。指揮官どこ？
指揮官は後で迎えに来るよ。
Yeah, he is on his way.
今は大事なお仕事に行っているだけだから心配しないで。
本当に。
そしたらエルモ号に戻れる。
Yeah, you will. We won't lose you, girl.
私たちは昔指揮官と一緒に戦った人形なんだ。
人形？じゃあいいやつ？
Yeah, they're good. Right. The metal horse is ascended well, no longer looking ready to fire.
今までのこと覚えてる？例えば洞窟のような場所。
Alva tilts her head, clearly not understanding what Alva means. Alva thinks for a moment, then decides a different angle.
じゃあ楽園計画は知ってる？
Alva's body stiffens at the mention of Project Eden. The metal horse floating abruptly freezes in place.
やだ。その言葉やだ。
Alva clearly sees the pure terror flash across her eyes. The little one catches her fish. Her body begins to tremble controlling, a faint whisper of fear escaping her.
入りたくない。そこに入りたくない。やだ。
Okay! Her registers on his fear, but she lacks experience dealing with such emotional outbursts. She maintains her guard while turning her head slightly towards Alva.
安心して。誰にも連れて行かせない。絶対に。
Alva gently comforts the frame one with more practice. She cautiously extends her hand to hold Helena's. Through its only biometric, her physical warmth is clearly transmitted to her Helena's palm.
約束する。 指切り減慢しようか。
Want to make a pinky promise? Oh, come on, Alva, stop. I'm actually liking you.
約束をするときにこうやってお互いの小指を引っ掛けて。
Alva hooks her little finger with Helena's.
あなたは楽園計画が怖いの？
Alva, whose emotion settles, slightly brings up them once more. She shakes off, stumbles back several steps.
悪いもの。
ヘレナ。
Instead of chasing after her, Helena stays crouched where she continues to speak softly and patiently.
私たちもそれを悪いものだと思っている。
Good. Yeah, just keep reassuring her. Good.
だから止めに行こうとしてるんだ。でも 何も知らないと止めようもないの。
Okay, good. It's like, look, we need your help.
知ってることがあれば何でもいい。
Come on, come on, girl.
教えてくれる？変な女がドア開けようとして。ドア？
Oh, what door? Yeah.
どこの？
Use that one about this forever. In an instant. Dang it! A thunderous erupts from within the passage, suffocating silence cutting off the thoughts. The shockwave crumbling spread throughout the causing structural damage. Multiple walls forming irregular holes in stones and running the clouds. Yeah, okay! Now let's terrify scream. The three metal wards emit clear into emergency defense mode. Boymaster turns to the source of explosion, entering in full war. All five activates white spectrum scanning, attempting to assess the threat level of approaching enemies.
追っ手が罠にはまった。移動する。
They're following us really closely. Looks like our moves were reviled after all. Withdrawal point has been marked. Hey! Got it. Be careful. I'll protect the objective. Well, good thing the commander is getting over there, but I don't know if he's gonna get in there in time, but we'll see. Well, good thing we have a sniper point. Bang bang! We'll clear this all really quick. Okay. Give me that. Oh, goodbye, goodbye. Ow. Bye bye. Okay. Oh! Perfect. Oh, we just cleared everything. Nice. Okay, we're good. Okay, one. Come on. Get two. Get two. Come on. Get two. Get two. Come on. Two. Three. Four. Okay. In the never passed away, the flows of water completely drowned by movement. In the place of three district set footsteps along the breathing environmental pressure. The walls along the way are riddled with holes and scorch marks. With the metal structure laying penetrate, the reinforced concrete underneath explodes. Craters burn and marks through a regular pattern. Springs, shins, debris curves away. A few emergency lights flicker on and off, eliminating the exhaustive figures of Alpha and Air. Helena keeps a safe distance from Boymaster. Her metal orbs hover around her, forming metal defensive barrier. However, she now at least falls there within 3 meters within defensive response. Her body language just still shows caution, but hostility in her eyes has lessened. She suddenly halts and turns back the way they came. Horrified activates remote acoustic analyst mode. Analyst mode. The advance of the pursuing forces precisely captured and analyzed, indicating they are closely step by step in the tactical formation. At the same time, rarely sounds are coming from the undertone as well. The enemies are more likely to pinpoint their location and form encirclements. Her casually peels off the severed limb of a combat drone to her, then approaches the broken different ways. Only hit remains. With her current combat parameters, breaking through the outer blockade is directly possible. However, if the third general arrives at the scene and engages them in direct conflict, they are able to cover Alpha and protect Helena. Alpha notices her partner has stopped. Standing a few steps ahead, she turns back in questioning look. Oh! Boymaster's voice is low and resolute. Alpha considers this briefly. No, I don't. She suddenly hit the ground, knocks some Alva's position to rapidly as she usually does. Alva doesn't argue right away. She falls aside from his anything, complex light flickering through her eyes. Her expression shows unusual focus. She turns her head, clearly thinking something through. What? That's true. Why you? The eyes wide and extreme confusion distant. This then comes clearly overturns the decade-long diffusion roles of patterns. Exilium, very technical, she reloaded. She finds her paralyzed. She wants her voice to adjust, but her vocabulary fails to provide appropriate very expression them. That yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's true. She's like, look, let. Alva's eyes flash resolve and unquestionable confidence. She understands that at this moment she has no choice but to trust and obey. Alva nods and says, then walks over the land and gently strokes her hair to calm her. She points at her and speaks softly as she can. Anna is still highly wary of her, but sensing urgent situation, she carefully trots along with her. She leads Helena off in the opposite direction. Before leaving, turns back to says to Alva. Yeah! Alva checks her chamber, then plants herself firmly in the very center of passage, waiting for the arrival of the strongest of all.
Oh yeah.
The sharp clicks of the high hill striking concrete echoes through the house passage. Surrounded by a cluster of combat charts, as all approaches the distant hurried grace. Ayo sets the calm revenant, her arms neatly around her chest. A finely designed tactical sword hangs at her waist, and her elegant centrally out of place environment radiates from her. When she spots Alva standing alone at the center passage from her, a surprise crosses her face. When she reaches the distance about 15 minutes away, Alva, she comes to a stop, her posture straining forward, as if greeting a guest. Behind her, a combat entourage has immediately spread into its tactical formation. Women train Alva, ready to fire at a moment's notice. Ilga raises one hand, casually halting them. Yep. Alva remains silent, offering no response to offhand question. You ain't getting anything out of her. The certain job of her possesses not only social competence but also sharp analytical evaluation skills. Ilga gives a polite clap. Alva still says nothing. In this situation, every second delay is precious time brought by her sheet. Since the other person wanted to spend time in exchange, Alva is more happy to oblige. Why only 1 minute? What are you scheming? So beneath the elegant exterior lies such arrogance. Alva studies all exquisite face index here, lightly brushes the weapon, the activation of her weapon twice. Why are you planning, girl? From your tactical records. I would have mentioned the attack first defy. As for a second gen,
司令塔の AK-12 は第二世代人形としては驚嘆すべき性能を誇っていました。そしてもう一人
that might be the doll that technically is infiltrated. The she keeps saying.
最新の
Even among the latest generation
彼女たちに
of title dolls, there are only a handful who stand shoulder to shoulder with them.
失礼ですがあなたはあるわ。ああそうでした。ある
Okay, so yeah, okay, I was right, yeah.
わ。永遠のない
Because I was thinking about it, like, there's no way.
12の補助ユニット
Because she would have recognized 15, I think.
どうか無礼をお許しください。私ほどのファンでもメンバー全員を把握することは難しいのですから。
Uh-huh.
卓越した存在というのは数多くいます。
Exemplar. Okay.
反逆正体はその中でも別格。失礼を承知でお聞きしますが、なぜあなたのような人形が所属できたのでしょう。
Because she's good at her job, duh. Alba pursed her lips prayerfully.
相当念入りに調べたようだね。お褒めに預かり光栄です。
And inclines her head gracefully as a response.
優秀な人形には常に注目し、敬意を払っており
So
ま
I
す。
wonder if she knows about 404.
しかるべき評価を下したまでです。
Interesting. I wonder if she knows about 404 or whatever. That would be my theory. I'm turning this up a little slightly. There you go.
過去にその名を轟かせた反逆正体。
Responsible is indeed impossible to ignore. Yeah, right now.
確かに私たちは有名になってしまった。
That's what happened to Frank. I need to know what happened to Frankfurt.
偽装が意味をなさなくなり、それまでのコードネームも偽名もすべて捨て
Okay.
た。そして私はお前の言う通り、
Okay.
第二で一番弱い人形だ。誠実な検討、誠にありがとうございます。と、逃げるのに十分な時間を与えたつもりなのですが、あなた個人には特段興味もありませんし、私が期待していたのは AK-15
So she wants to fight AK. She's like, I would let you go.
それともあなたは私と互角だとでもお思いで？試してみないとわからない。
Ha! She's like, I'm gonna try. A faint, unfathomable smile across Alva's lips. Her tone carries subtle confidence.
私の見立てでは、お前は私以外の全員より弱い。
Ah!
反逆正体最弱の私が相手で十分だ。
Oh, did she really just say, "Girl, you're not strong enough to fight my girl"? Okay. Her leap within her eyes. Her expression shows no obvious change. Her eyes show subtly shifts. Adjusts her stance and lightly moves towards her sleeve.
相当独特な評価軸をお持ちのようですね。
I mean, she does have stealth.
その自信の根拠、ぜひ検証させてください。
Bet. She takes out her step forward, the sound of her heels striking the ringing, clearing through a passageway. She finally folds her arm, her plan. She draws finally down from her waist, and her right produces a beautiful made pistol of silver and gold. Weapon A game in Alba.
下がってください。
Before halt them. Never leaving Alba.
手出し無用です。
Okay, she's gonna 1v1!
当然の結果ですね。
Wait, we're gonna get a cutscene of 1v1? Is that what's gonna go
あ
on?
なたはここまでです。
Okay, we're gonna get a cutscene of 1v1. Oh, I'm curious about this. Okay, at least they got her away. That was my thing. But let's see this cutscene 1v1. Let's see it. A whiteness that makes up everything within the palm of her hand. The doll sound trembling throughout the passageway. This sewage breach is the far previous main battlefield, temporarily free of direct pursuit, forming a short-lived buffer zone. A few dim emergency lights flicker in irregular intervals, providing only minimal invisibility. Settles high on the concealed spot behind the passageway. She herself stands beyond the wall, scans surroundings for initial rapid self-diagnostics. Here, hover around her in defensive formation, her gaze tracking every movement she makes. She keeps a maximum safe distance from her. With Alpha opposite, her attention and diligence are clearly heightened. She looks at Helen, her expression inscrutable. She lets out a soft sigh and drives her fist into the wall. The dull impact reverberates through the passageway. The metal structure dents visibly at once. Concrete beneath the fractures, and the cloud dust erupts the point of impact. Startled immediately snaps her metal fingers into the shield. Her body tenses, fear of a defensive file in her eyes, ready to respond to a perceived threat. She looks ready to open fire if it makes one more strange move. She notices Helen's reaction, her brows furrow, but she makes no attempt to comfort her. Her system gains no problems of building trust with non-combatants. She has never been good at this, and it has never been her main responsibility. She looks at Helena, her nerve caused in disarray. Without Alpha's guidance, she finds herself facing severe decision-making dilemma. She excels slowly, for herself to calm down. Although she understands Alpha's plan, the plan itself carries extremely high risk of failure. If it were only two of them, even that risk, it would still be manageable. But now this is being right in front of her. She must consider that even the slightest misstep during the operation could result in Emily falling back into the group. To the current of forest burden. Wait. Change. Destroying the 043 is still the most efficient. Directly. She only gets chips with Helena. If she destroys on the spot, Rise will permanently lose a key opponent, no matter what role of the project that we force alternatives. And judging by the urgency of the encirclement pursuit, they're not something easily replaceable. Discarding this burn will allow her to briefly leverage her own capabilities as an operation. She could even turn back and help out with directly, completing the operation originally intended. Frozen from this most rational decision. All she has to do. No! That remains on guard, but the defensive formation melts through loosens slightly. Alongside her, a trace of cautious observation appears on her face. She is highly sensitive to change the motions of this atmosphere. Don't, come on. This simple question is like a key, unlocking something sealed deep within their neural cloud. She closes her eyes. Thank you. No, I didn't realize she's like, look, I got powerful arms. They go pew pew pew. I kind of like that was kind of cute. It's like, I have arms. They go pew pew pew. They're very scary. I'm gonna scare you. That's really cute.
Yeah.
The answers in short direct. At the same time, tensions are seemingly ease. Helen clearly referring to Alva, though her wary of both of them, Alva's more kindly demeanor seems to have formed a foundation of trust between them. Yeah, she will. Replies contain some hesitation, though she has established the fact that either then a hope or a guess. She slowly lowers her head, resolving settling in. She is a member of Task Force. She will fulfill her promise. While performance virtual scan, once she confirms the surrounding temporary safe, she retrieves a small device from her tactical pack and starts fiddling with it. Alan's question still carries caution, but also a hint of curiosity. The metal spheres remain in distant state, as though no longer poised to attack. Ryan answers it curtly, and she continues to turn the device. Ah! When last at Helen, mildly surprised that she knows a technical term. Okay, you know what? That's what I like about that. How they both, okay, that's how they can connect. Like, she's kind of like she knows what she knows. She knows what she's doing. Even so, for her to already remarkable progress. The blunt manner of speech is unreassuring. Reassuring. The two of them continue to talk for short exchanges. Yeah. Replies remain brief, but her demeanor has grown slightly milder. Ah! She's like, okay, I'm starting to touch you. Oh, no, she reaches out and places her hand on her small head. Okay, that's just cute. Stop. This is too cute. Ah! Whoosh. Like a startled cat, he instantly recoils back behind the corner. Decides to stop for herself to do things she is bad at.
ここは危ない。移動する。
どこ行く？
Through hiding through a thing, Helena continues to converse with her.
任務を終わらせに行く。
Complete the mission. She realizes Curly as she stands up and prepares to carry out Alva's plan. Alan hesitates, then follows her behind, still cautious but not openly hostile. Between these two different figures, a subtle trust seems to be quietly taking root.
ついてこい。
She suddenly blurts out to her. Her tone is stiff as ever, but the words themselves carry a promise. Hannah doesn't respond. She simply follows along in silence. In the depths of the sewers, two figures, one tall and short, move closely behind one another. And that's it. And that is it. Okay, so we have Alva 1v1ing the doll. These two girls are going to stay the certain ways. And yeah, let me do these side missions and we'll talk about it. I am actually really looking forward to this. Now, this is carried in two parts, like I said. I'm gonna let this battle real quick while I take care of my stuff. But I am really looking forward to this. I wish I could start part 2 today, like I said, at 1.5, but I won't be able to. By the time this is out, I hopefully will have part 1.5 and 2 done, but we'll see. But I'm actually really looking forward to this. I'll see but I'll try to get this up as quick as I can. But that was a really good start. We got the combat, we got the thing. I guess my theory is correct that AK-15, I think it was, is probably her infiltrating. I wonder if we'll actually see her or something like that. And yeah, other than that, I don't know what else there is to it. I hope Helena and the commander reconnect. It does look like they're trying to do all forces available. Let me turn this down a little bit because I just noticed that. There you go. I did notice that the commander and them are trying to reconnect. So my hope, my crossing my fingers hope, is that they actually do reconnect and stuff like that, because Helena really does trust the commander, and I do like how she's trusting more people because that's a huge thing. But I don't know if it was Helena 1 or Helena 2 that they have in there. Like I said, I did miss one of the things. It does look like there is a one where I can do. But yeah, I am definitely back doing this, by the way. I'm glad this one was short and sweet because nothing against this thing. I really love what's going on with this right now. I'm kind of exhausted. When I kind of think this was done in 2 parts, everyone. So when I was doing this, I was this is kind of done when I get off work, so I'm a wee bit exhausted. But yeah, I'm glad I actually made sure I went to this because this was really, really good, and I can't wait to see what 1.5 comes through. I kind of wish I started this earlier, but then again, there was a lot of stuff that was going on. But yeah, that was really good. I'm kind of see what the future brings. I'm trying to avoid myself on spoilers on Twitter. I haven't really noticed any spoilers, but let's see what happens because I know part 2 is gonna drop soon, so hopefully I won't get spoiled, but we'll see. I haven't been really spoiled at all, but watch as soon as I say that I will. My hope is by the end of this, everybody gets back together and the commander's like, look, we try to hand off, it's not working. She's just staying on the Elmo permanently. I don't care now. Or like, I'm locked in, this is now permanent. Because it sounds like the commander was actually like, hey, I'm actually gonna be in this. Because it's basically like dad actually protecting the daughter. Like, look, that's my daughter, Helena, I'm going to protect her. So I kind of like this whole thing, and I love that object about it And I really like that. I really like that about her, and I am hoping that that will be the information for the future. I would play the next one right now, but unfortunately, I will have to end it here because this is part 1. If you do, by the way, want to see me play part 2 and stuff like that, or not miss a stream, I will play this live on Twitch, because I doubt I'll be playing part 2 by the time this one gets out. But I probably have already beaten 1.5 by the time it's out, or maybe I haven't. We'll see. So yeah, if you want to see me, if I will be playing I do play these all on stream, _NE at twitch.com. So with that out of the way, I do believe we're going to be saying that out of the way. Oh, we did get all the rewards, so claim all these. We're not doing heroic, do not worry. I can't do heroic even if I try, because I don't have like an optimized team. So with that out of the way, we will be starting 1.5 tomorrow, even though it is this. I will be, well, not tomorrow, excuse me. I will be starting this. You'll be seeing the next video. Hopefully I'll be able to complete it like I did the other one. If it's as short as the other one, we'll see, but we'll find out. But yeah, what's that thing on the side there? Wait, is that a lock thing over here? No, it's not. But yeah, next time we will be with we'll have her probably recruited hopefully by then, but we'll see. But it does look like it's going to be centering around these 2 girls. I don't know what's going on with the background there, but we're gonna have to find out. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I know I did. If you like what you saw, leave a like, comment, subscribe, the ring bell for more. This is Stream Live on Twitch, _NE at twitch.com. Streams are posted on Twitter, YouTube app, and Twitch itself. So go ahead and come on by and drop a follow and lurk away. And I'll see y'all next time. Here's a pun.